From the Auburn Sports Network and Playfly Sports, Auburn baseball is on the air. 25 NCAA tournaments, 8 regional titles, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Punch, counterpunch, like an Old West saloon fight. Auburn and Arkansas have traded blows en route to today's rubber game. It's almost time to settle the score and leave one team nursing wounds while the other gets to 500 in SEC play. Hello, everyone. War Eagle, welcome to another afternoon of Auburn Tiger baseball. Alongside Jason Caldwell at Plainsman Park, I'm Brad Law. Quinn Brackeen is in our Skyview studios. Ryder Helfrich will be a major league catcher someday, probably soon. He's been Auburn's kryptonite this weekend, hitting 3 home runs and accounting for 4 of the visitors' 5 runs in a series, including all 3 in the Razorbacks' win yesterday to even the series. Alex Petrovic draws the start for Auburn today. He'll try to solve the Helfrich issue and keep the rest of the Hogs' bats in check. Meanwhile, Auburn is leading with the right-handed hitters against another southpaw, Arkansas junior Colin Fisher. The Butch Thompson pregame report follows these messages. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Well, you got a lopsided win, you got a close loss, and none of those runs from either games count today. A brand new start, 0-0, and a chance to win a series.
Yep, got a series on the line. Both teams want it, need it, and I think you'll see. Man, I like the effort. Really, both teams have battled as hard as they can the first 2 games, and we are 1-1. And we got Petrovic to get us started today, and then you got Sanders, the other weekend starter, to go behind him. How far does that get us in the ball game? It needs to get us pretty close to the end. And then you got Hetzler, I guess. So that's pretty straightforward from us where we're at in our pitching staff and how we would kind of set up today. So hopefully those 3 guys can combine. We got an amazing start. Marciano was great. He was vulnerable in the second inning, but found a way out of that with no damage. Scored a couple of runs early yesterday and needed to build and score, but we got 2 95-mile-per-hour left-handers that didn't walk a batter in a ball game. And tough at bats. But, if you want to win a ball game, you got to find a way to scratch a couple more. And then, the elephant in the room is the Helfrich, the catcher, is major league catcher back there, and but swinging it like crazy. And we got to make somebody else beat us, and got to a situation. The game was right there in the 8th inning when he walked up to the plate with the runner already at first, not being able to kind of just put him on there. You knew that was kind of the ball game, and he got off the swing in the moment. So what are those adjustments to kind of keep him at bay today and make somebody else beat us has got to be executed to a higher level and communicated greatly going into today's ball game if we want to get out of here and find a way to get this series.
You always have a scout, you have notes on an opponent, and then you see them for a couple of games. So what have you seen from Arkansas offensively, maybe aside from Helfrich in these first 2 games, and does it impact the pitch plan today against this lineup?
Yeah, we got 16 hits. We both had 6 hits last night. They put a little more pressure on us, but our defense held up great. Bingaman had to play, especially with those left-handed hitters in there. He had traffic all night, and we're probably trying to get another righty or 2 in the lineup today because the splits are a little bit are bigger. So it's about 150 batting average, so that's a pretty big split. So I think we'll try to drop in a couple of right-handers, and even thought about moving Bingaman to the outfield, but I think we got to keep him at first base. Those pulled ground balls and stuff like that, we have Bingaman's part of our best infield defense, so we'd like to maintain that if you think we have the 2 starters. So hopefully that proves to be a good way to go, but probably be a right-hander in the DH spot as well for us today, and try to attack it that way. Our lefties, they got to have good at bats, and I think it starts with evaluating the strike zone. We got to be able to, take balls and swing at strikes. We didn't get the ball up enough yesterday against really good stuff, but if you want to have success, you're going to have to be able to evaluate the strike zone. We even got to where we chased a little bit too low and wound up letting some strikes go. It was kind of the flip when you're not having good at bats. Is there any adjustment or change? Maybe not just busting out in big hits. You need the righties to swing the bat good for you today, but can the lefties just evaluate the strike zone, and can that help us reach base or be able to do damage at some point? Because I think we need our left-handed hitters, because they got another lefty to start, and then I'm sure they're going to come right back with a reliever from game 1, and if I was them, I'd be staying as left-handed as I possibly could for being an option for them to try to win the series today.
Maybe not a specific question to last night, but both teams last night seemed a little unhappy with the strike zone. When you have a game where both sides are a little, maybe feel like it's not consistent, like how long does it take for a team to kind of go, all right, look, we got to stay locked in. You can't let this distraction or that distract. You kind of have to adjust to what the game is in that moment.
Yeah, we had 3 or 4 instances on both sides. Veteran umpire, I think my 25 years, I think the home plate umpire has been in the league that long. And just a great guy, but it's a bigger zone. Yeah. And that did show up some last night. And we got a scouting report going in, so we know it really favors the one side, which is the third base side. There's so much technology now. We know that balls are being called off. I thought there was one egregious pitch to Chase Fralick late in the ball game, which was huge. Helfrich was probably a ball before he hit the home run, but we would have loved to have got that call. And I'd like to see our pitcher stay with that plan to see if he's going to chase or walk, but not be able to get a swing off like that. So those are all learning moments. But we knew walking into the ball game there was going to be an expansion of the strike zone. So can't get caught off guard in that regard. The players have more information walking into a ball game than they ever have before. But when you're in that box and that thing is, you're facing a good arm and that thing's being given, and there's nothing I can do to produce on that pitch, nonetheless, it gets frustrating.
Sure. All right. Look forward to watching you guys out there try to win a series today. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Some stare at the horizon, others chase it. Introducing Cheyenne, a Western fashion brand for women raised on wide open spaces, rushing wind, and a steady heartbeat. Guided by a timeless country spirit, Cheyenne offers Western wear and fashion pieces with a curated collection of performance boots and clothing fit for your next adventure. Cheyenne, exclusively available at Boot Barn stores nationwide and at Cheyenne.com. Cheyenne, raised this way.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
We'll start with the Arkansas Razorbacks, 20 wins, 12 losses. Dave Van Horn's team 5-6 in conference play. Nolan Souza, the second baseman, leads it off. Catcher Ryder Helfrich hits second. And batting third, it's the shortstop Camden Kozel. Carter Rutenbar plays first base. He will bat cleanup. Batting fifth in center field, it's Micah New. Reese Robinette plays third base and hits sixth. Zach Stewart is in right field, batting seventh. Batting eighth, the DH, Kuhio Aloy, and Christian Turner starts in left field and rounds out the order. Again for the Hogs, it's Souza, Helfrich, Kozel, Rutenbar, New, Robinette, Stewart, Aloy, and Turner. Now for your Auburn Tigers, 21-9 the overall record. Tigers are also 5-6 in SEC action. Bristol Carter in center field is the leadoff hitter. Right-handed hitting second baseman Chris Rembert moves back up into the two-hole. Catcher Chase Freilich hits third. Cleanup man is the third baseman Eric Guevara. Batting fifth at first base, it's Ethan Bingham. And so four of the first five hitters right-handed for the Tigers today. Bub Terrell in left field hits sixth. Then it's the shortstop Brandon McCrane batting seventh. Todd Clay is the DH this afternoon. He'll bat eighth. And Cade Ballou gets the start in right. He bats ninth. Again, for Butch Thompson's Tigers, it's Carter, Rembert, Freilich, Guevara, Bingham, and Terrell, McCrane, Clay, and Ballou. Just about set for baseball. Auburn goes for the series win when we come back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Hall of Fame quarterback Jason Campbell.
It's something to be said about seeing things through. And we live in a time and age where it's almost so you get blinded by the money or the dangle that some other school dangles out in front of you that makes it sound so perfect. And there's no perfect place. You know, if I got to expect Auburn to be perfect for me to be here, I'm probably not going to be here because Auburn can't be perfect. I can't be perfect. You can't be perfect. we can learn a lot in this day and age from the past of teaching these young men and women to see things through. It helped me in my National Football League career. I went through 6 coordinators out of 10 years in the National Football League. And I could adapt each time where others couldn't.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Back at Plainsman Park, where the start of today's game is delayed due to weather. This is not one long line of storms that you wait on and then wait out. This is, the weather's been warm, it's been humid, there's rain in the forecast tomorrow, and just a sort of a pop-up shower. They didn't want to start the game today at 2 o'clock as at the scheduled time and then have to stop it, and so they decided to just delay the start of the game. Right now they are tentatively looking at 2:17. It has rained. It rained for a couple of minutes. They brought out the tarp to cover the mound and the home plate area, and as they were rolling out the tarp to cover the field, the rain stopped. The sun came back out briefly, and now the sun has gone back behind clouds. We have small cells really surrounding the Auburn area right now. Nothing that looks terribly severe or threatening, but we could see some rain again before the end of the day today. It's just hot, it's humid, it's April. This is the kind of stuff that you get this time of year. So that's what we have going. We would encourage you, if you want to see what the field looks like, check out the sky above us. You can go to the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel for the In the Booth feed and watch there. What we're going to do, as we usually do during a weather delay of any length, is go to an archived game, give you some of the great moments from Auburn baseball from the last 20 to 30 years. Today we're going to flash back to 2018 Alabama. Before we do that, though, since we are at or near the top of the hour, let's pause 10 seconds so our stations down the line can identify themselves. 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. They are underway with their typical sort of pregame countdown activities here. They're about to go through starting lineups and everything else that happens sort of on this timeline. And so we do believe we are 15 minutes away from first pitch, unless there's lightning within 8 miles or there's another reason to delay the start. But once they get started, they feel like they've got a pretty good window here at Plainsman Park. So for a little while, for a few minutes anyway, we're going to get started. The 2018 game against Alabama, it was game 1 of that series, and the late Rod Bramlett and Andy Burcham on the call in this Auburn Sports Network archive of a weather delay at Auburn baseball.
Alabama had the lead and the momentum with a runner at third and nobody out. Auburn brought the infield, and Mize coaxed a ground out, got a strikeout. Then Auburn threw behind the runner at third for a pickoff. The inning was over. And then Auburn responded offensively with 5 runs to take the lead in the top half of the 5th inning.
Well, 11 unanswered since then.
0-1 misses low to Sam Prater, the catcher. Malcheski off the stretch on the 1-1 pitch. Base hit down the third base line for Prater. Into the corner. Prater around first base. He digs for second, and it's a double for Prater. His second hit of the night.
A 2-hit night for Prater. 6 hits total now for Alabama. And that you're for Auburn, you have a 10-run lead. You just stay away from any big innings. For the time being, at least, you have the luxury of not using a Cody Greenhill or not using a Calvin Coker because of your big lead. Right now, if you're Welby Malcheski, you're just trying to take advantage of that. Fill up the strike zone, make them put it in play. Let your defense take care of things behind you.
Here's Jet Manning. Base hit to left. Runner at third will try to score. Here comes the throw, and he's out by 8 feet at the plate. The inning's over. Ward threw out Prater at the plate. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 7th. Auburn 13, Alabama 3. 13-3 Auburn. We go to the 7th to take you home on this Friday night. Rod Bramlett.
Thank you, Andy. 13 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Auburn, 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for Alabama, and they've all played a factor in the scoring here tonight. And Auburn's taking advantage of it. Davis Vayner still out there to pitch for the Crimson Tide. And again, right now, as far as we know, there's no doubleheader tomorrow, despite the fact there's a 100% chance of rain Sunday all day long, with a couple of inches of rain possible here in the Tuscaloosa area. Now, that decision or that schedule could change after the game tonight. But right now, Game 2 is set to begin tomorrow night. We'll be on the air at 6:45 Central. Jay Estes against Davis Vayner here in the top of the 7th. Vayner ready, the pitch. Curveball in for strike 1. Estes, Jarvis, and Anthony in the inning. Fastball swing and a miss. 0-2 to Estes. Reached on an error his last time up. Came around to score in that 6-run 6th inning, which was capped off by the grand slam by Brendan Venter, his 7th home run of the year. Estes pops up the 0-2 pitch straight back out of play. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Tanner Burns will get the start in Game 2 of the series. Freshman right-hander, 2-4 record, 2.66 the ERA against a senior right-hander, been around a long time. Jake Walters at 2-4 with a 5.14 ERA. That pitch over the head of Estes. Duck out of the way, and it counts 1-2. 13 runs tonight for Auburn, a season high in league play in runs scored. 2-0 is popped up, spinning back towards the seats and making the seats. And the count remains 1-2 to the Auburn center fielder. Estes, Jarvis, Anthony here to start the top of the 7th. 13-3 Auburn with the lead. One-two, line back into center field. He got that pitch up, and Estes took the 1-2 pitch and lined it right back up the middle. That's Auburn's 12th hit of the night and a good start to the 7th. Auburn's had the leadoff man on in all but 2 innings tonight now. And now here's Luke Jarvis with a runner at first and nobody out. Pitch. Jarvis swinging away, lifts it out of play, foul to the right. And with that hit by Estes, by the way, everybody in the Auburn lineup with at least 1 base hit tonight. Pitcher outside, low. 1-1 to Jarvis. Thanks for the sign language, Drew. Ground ball left side, past the diving Kobe Vance. Down the line, Estes at third. He'll stop there. Jarvis standing at second with a double, his 8th of the year. That one just snuck inside the bag at third past Kobe Vance. And second and third and nobody out here in the 7th for Auburn as they look to continue to add to what is already a 10-run lead here on a Friday night. Josh Anthony drove in a run his last time up. Great opportunity for Auburn to add to their lead. Vayner at the belt. Here's the pitch to Josh. Fastball inside corner. Good pitch. Josh was looking for a curve there, I believe. He's kind of backing out of the way. Thought that was going to back in on him. 0-1 stretch and pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Thirteen hits now for Auburn, by the way, after the double from Jarvis. Count or 0-2 count. Fastball almost snuck back in on the inside corner, but it missed low. And it's 1-2 now to Anthony. One-two count to Josh. Pitch outside, laid off that one that floated outside. 2-2. Jarvis at second, Estes at third to start the 7th inning. Two. Swing and a looping foul ball out of play. Good job to protect the plate by Anthony. And that count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another 2-2 pitch from Vayner on the way. Swing and a miss, 1 out. Elevated fastball. Anthony was a little bit late on. So 1 away. Go back to the top of the order, and Will Holland. Mentioned everybody in the lineup with a hit. Only Judd Ward in the lineup tonight has not scored. Auburn with 13 on the board. 11 unanswered by the Auburn Tigers. Holland's 2 for 4 tonight with 2 runs scored. A double started the ball game. Pitch. Misses high. Runners lead from second and third. The 1-0 on the way. Breaking ball just drifted inside. And it counts 2-0 to Holland. Stephen Williams on deck. He had a home run earlier, a solo shot to start the 4th. And the 2-0 to Will. Low. Nice backhanded stop by Prater, who runs out to have a word with his sophomore right-hander. It's 3-0 now to Holland. Auburn now has also scored 10 or more runs in 11 games this season. And as things stand right now, that perfect record when scoring in the first will remain, as well as scoring at least 5 runs and remaining unbeaten. Auburn a 10-run lead here in the top of the 7th. Still some outs to record. 3-0. This time, all 4, and they are now loaded with 1 out for Stephen Williams. Williams is grounded out to second, homered, reached on an error and walked. He scored 3 times tonight. Mason Duke, right-hander down the Alabama bullpen, starts to loosen up. Breaking ball in for strike 1 to Williams. 7th inning started with a single by Jay Estes on a 1-2 pitch. Then a double off the bat of Luke Jarvis. Anthony struck out. And then a walk to Holland, and the bases are loaded. 1 retired in the inning. 1-1 or 0-1 from Vayner. This is high now. It's 1-1. Yellowwood scoreboard update. Tennessee trying to pick up a big Game 1 win in their series at home against Texas A&M. Tennessee leads 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th. South Carolina 5-0 over LSU in the 7th. And Williams lashes that one into center field. Estes will score. Here comes Jarvis. He scores to third base. Goes Will Holland, and runners are on the corners with one out. And the Tigers lead 15-3, make it 13 unanswered runs now for Auburn here in the ball game. 32nd, 33rd runs batted in for Stephen Williams. And that will bring out the Alabama pitching coach, and we will get a pitching change here for the Crimson Tide. Jason Jackson, the pitching coach.
All right, come on
in his
back
first
here,
year.
Quinn.
Coach Bohannon will go to the bullpen.
All right, here we go. I'm fading out.
Pitching change. Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen.
Well, we'll have to get back to that pitching change in just a little while. Hopefully not today, though. Hopefully that's the last of the weather delays. We're just about set for baseball here at Plainsman Park. And let's go ahead and get to your first pitch weather forecast presented by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. Game delayed 15 minutes at the start because of weather that came through, and really just being cautious about weather. Jason, the last thing you want to do is start and then have to stop 10 or 15 minutes after you start the game and then go into a delay.
Yeah, you don't want that from from a pitching standpoint, especially in Game 3. You're on the back end of things on both staffs, so you want both starting pitchers to be able to get a full warm-up and then not to have to end this thing early. So far, so good. Looks good on the radar at the moment, and so time for Alex Petrovic to get the Tigers off to a good start once again, as we've seen here the last couple of days.
Rain up around 431 north of Opelika, like between Opelika and the Old Tiger Corner where you turn off of 431 to 147, kind of between those areas, and maybe some thunder and lightning there, but that's not affecting here at the ballpark. We do expect temperatures around 80. It's 80 right now, and the sun is out. And we'll see how much the sun is out throughout the course of the game.
Humid day once again. After we had a humid night last night, going to be a humid afternoon here at the ballpark today.
That's your first pitch weather forecast from Jackson Services. Family owned since 1973. Call Jackson Services today. Feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. On the mound, Alex Petrovic for the Tigers. 6'4", 235, redshirt sophomore right-hander out of Cypress, Texas. 7 starts. He's 4-1. With a 2.80 earned run average, 35 and a third innings, 27 hits, 11 earned runs. He's walked 8 and struck out 41. Couple of wild pitches, couple of hit batters. Team's hitting 206 against Alex Petrovic. Terrell Carter-Ballou in the outfield. Third to first, Guevara, McCrane, Rembert, Bingaman, and Freilich behind the plate. First time this year it has been Freilich catching Petrovic.
Yeah, guys, they've caught each other through the fall and bullpens, all those things, but they wanted to stick with Chase Freilich and give him a full weekend behind the plate, see if it pays off.
Nolan Souza, left-handed hitting second baseman, gets it started. He swings to the first pitch, grounds it right to Eric Guevara. Couple of pats, throws, 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start. First pitch and first out at 2:17. Ooh, let's turn the camera around and make sure that they don't take us off of YouTube. You folks got a free shot of the first out.
There you go.
Our bad. That's not allowed.
Now, Red Ryder Helfrich, and not certain I would throw him a strike at this point in the game.
Helfrich is 5 for 7 with 3 home runs. He pretty much single-handedly gave Arkansas the game yesterday, and the first pitch is a fastball inside at 1-0. Arkansas wearing the red tops, white pants, white numerals and letters, black trim. Auburn in the orange jerseys with white pants. 1-0. Off speed. That's hit in the air to right.
And got it in on the hands. Really good pitch there by Petro.
Ballou barely moved. Put it away in right field.
And here's the thing. In on the hands, that ball's still 15 feet from the warning track. Yeah. So he is a strong young man.
Even on a muggy day where the ball's sort of knocked down a little bit. All right, 2 up, 2 down, and Camden Kozel is the hitter. These guys went quickly in the first last night off of Marciano. It was a 6-pitch inning. Petrovic has thrown 3 to get the first 2 outs. Kozel, the hitter, he's batting .320 on the year. They go lefty, righty, lefty, top of the lineup, and that pitch is fouled off, 0-1.
Just what we've seen from these guys at the top of the order. They're really, really aggressive to start the game, and then they go the opposite. They're really aggressive early, and then they kind of back off that as they get deeper into the game.
Kozel, 8 homers, 37 RBIs of his own. The pitch That is hit high and well to right center, but not enough carry. Carter squares up. Bristol puts it away, and that is a 5-pitch first inning for Alex Petrovic. He makes quick work of Arkansas. Nothing doing for the Hogs in the first. Auburn comes to bat for the first time against another hard-throwing lefty when we come back to Plainsman Park. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Dr. Michael Zabala.
Well, it's kind of funny because he called me and said, I have an injured player. Can you make him something to get him back on the field? And if I'm entirely honest, I didn't know exactly how we were going to do it. But I said, yes, we absolutely can. I didn't even know who the player was, but I did feel pretty confident we could make something for him. So Robbie and Kirk Nelson show up with who ultimately was Anthony Schwartz. Right. So we brought him in. Jake Larson, who's now our head of engineering at EXO, was a PhD student in my lab at the time. And he quite brilliantly figured out how to go from the scan of Anthony's hand to a 3D printed device that he was able to wear in his hand. And he started wearing it in practices, and then he wore it in games. And next thing we knew, he was scoring touchdowns while he was wearing it.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Nothing doing for Arkansas in the top of the first. Auburn comes to bat against Colin Fisher, number 38. He is 6'3", 225, a junior left-hander out of Noble, Oklahoma, Noble High School. Fisher, big guy, strong arm, 32 in the third innings over 7 starts. He's 2-3, but a 3.34 earned run average. So good numbers for Fisher. 32 in the third innings, 27 hits, 14 runs, 12 earned. He's only walked 7. He struck out 40. Really similar, in fact, to Petrovic. He and Petrovic have almost identical lines. Alex has about 3 more innings on him. Team's batting .221 against Fisher. 1 wild pitch. He has hit 3 batters. Carter, Rembert, Freilich, and interesting here against this lefty. The righties had much better at bats last night, Jason. So Butch Thompson, Gabe Gross, and company, they've stacked the top of the lineup with right-handed hitters. 4 of the first 5 are right-handed hitters.
Yeah, 4 of the first 5 guys, and you're right. Feeling like let's see if you can string some things together. They've gone righty-lefty and tried to balance the lineup for most of the season. That's something that Gabe Gross has done a lot of in the past. Feels like this time, hey, look, we're going to try to stack it and see. Listen, righties are usually better against righties. It's the lefty-lefty matchups that are always tougher.
The last 2 opponents against Fisher have been able to knock him around and get him out of the game in the third inning. He's gone 2 1/3 in each of his last 2 starts.
Let's do that again.
Went 4 2/3 in his SEC opener against Mississippi State, so he's not gone 5 full in an SEC game. And the first pitch to Bristol Carter missed outside 1-0. David Susi is the home plate umpire. Seth Buckminster is down at first today. Ronnie Teague at second, and Eddie Newsom at third. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a bouncing ball. Gloved there by Robinette, who gathers and throws for the out. He bobbled it just for a moment, but it never really went away from his glove or his hand, so he was able to corral it and throw to first for the out. Here's Chris Rembert. There you see Carter aggressive early. He swung at the first strike that he saw.
It hit it hard.
Yep.
And just got a tall third baseman there. Ball hit and hopped up a little bit more than you expected after the little brief rain shower that we got.
Pitch off speed and in for a strike. A backdoor breaking ball to Rembert. 0-1.
It's 77, so they took a lot off of that with the fastball at 92.
Wind and the pitch. Rembert takes that off the plate for a ball. 1-1.
Cutter or a change. It was 86 miles an hour, but it had a little downward away movement from the right-hander.
Rembert 322, 3 homers, 22 driven in. He takes that one low. It's been all off speed to the Auburn second baseman to start the at-bat.
And for the second straight day, it is really quick.
Yep.
I mean, he is not taking any time.
Pitch clock is at 13 as he goes into the wind. The 2-1, that's low. 3 balls and a strike. Good eye for Rembert is, again, Helfrich is awfully effective at framing.
A lot of things. Throwing, hitting, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's just good. Now here's the 3-1 to Rembert. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Shortstop to his left, Gloves. Kozel throws for the out. Kozel showed the range there. Rembert hit it off the end of the bat. Tigers going after pitches ahead in the count that maybe just by a couple of inches are outside the optimal range in the first 2 at-bats of the game. So Fisher gets the first 2 righties. Rembert stops to tell Guevara what he saw. And Chase Fralick, the first lefty of the day, stands in there for Auburn. First pitch to him. Missed the outside corner, maybe a little low too, 1-0. Fisher has fallen behind each of the first 3. He got the first 2. Good crowd, 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, really good crowd, and it's filling in after that brief rain shower.
Yeah.
Probably kept a few folks in their cars until we started a few minutes late.
Still smells a little bit like rain at the ballpark. They want to see the Tigers get something going early. Pitch, swing, and there's a line drive to center, but New has it measured. He's in the neighborhood. He makes the play, and the inning is over. So both teams go quickly and quietly in the first inning. We're scoreless through 1 in the rubber game between Auburn and Arkansas. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
We head to the second inning, no score. Both teams go in order in the first, so it's the middle third against Petrovic. Rutenbar, New, and Robinette. Throw goes down to second, ready to go in this second inning. Second inning presented by Auburn Bank. Say it with us, champions of you. And you and you. We're glad to have you with us today. This beautiful Easter weekend, and now Rutenbar steps in. Auburn plays him to pull every time.
They're not backing off the analytics that say he's a pull guy, but he has not been a pull guy this weekend.
Literally every time except once this weekend that he's put it in play, he's gone the other way. First pitch
Good
to
pitch.
him. Missed. Maybe a little up
somewhere.
1-0.
It's a tighter zone than we saw yesterday. 1-0, and looking at this. Get ahead, stay ahead, the key for Petro.
1-0. Breaking ball, fouled away left side, 1-1 the count. Rutenbar hitting .389 for the year, a homer and 7 RBIs. He has 4 hits in the series. 1-1. Ground ball, left side, diving stop made by McCrane, but no play. He threw it, but way late. And again, Rutenbar goes opposite field.
It continues.
All 5 of his hits this weekend have been to the left side. This was the inning yesterday that Jake Marciano needed 30-plus pitches to get out of.
And it started that way.
Yeah, started with an opposite field base hit. Now here's Micah New, the center fielder. He has 1 hit in the series. .301 the average for the year. Senior center fielder, right-handed hitter. First pitch spins away for ball 1. One on, nobody out, top of the second. Petrovic delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball upstairs. New went after it. It's 1-1. I gave this stat at the end, toward the end of the game yesterday. I thought it was fascinating. The last time Arkansas started 4-6 in league play, they finished 7-23. That was 10 years ago. 1-1.
He
up
offered
and in,
for sure,
and he fouled it away.
Foul ball anyway.
Yeah.
Either way, it was going to be a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes to New. I mean, this is a program that is used to winning 20 games in SEC play.
You can say a consistent College World Series when you start talking about this program.
So this is different territory for them, even at 5-6. The 1-2 to New. Here it is.
Good change
Check
up
swing.
there.
It was low. He didn't go, says Seth Buckminster at first. 2-2. Arkansas hosts Little Rock in the midweek, and then they spend next weekend in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, there's no easy weekends in this league.
Auburn's still at home next weekend against Kentucky. Throw over to first, runner back.
Yeah, Missouri won the opener last night at Kentucky. That Missouri team, they've been really good on Fridays, as Auburn found out.
And then Kentucky
not as good after that.
No, an 8-0 lead for Kentucky. It's 8-2 now in the 7th. That's an early Yellowwood scoreboard. 2-2 pitch popped up, foul ground. That's going to make it to the net. A little weak pop to the net, rolls down the net and to the ground. Freilich and Robinette just watch it fall between them. Nobody called for it.
There, we've been talking about this literally every broadcast.
Yep.
This is an Auburn team that just is not getting double plays. Get something early here would be a big from a defensive standpoint. Pitch count, all those things. Be nice to roll up a double play right here.
2-2 on the way from Petrovic. Missed low. Count is full.
Probably going to be running here, if I would guess, at first base. So maybe an opportunity for a strike him out, throw him out opportunity right now.
Freilich puts down the signal. Pitch clock is at 6. Petrovic's pitch.
Strike. Ooh, ball missed it away. This is, exact replica of yesterday almost.
That's ball 4 outside, and New is down to first. That's just the 9th walk this year issued by Petrovic. First and second, nobody out. Yeah, it was 6 pitches in the first last night, 5 pitches today, and then early traffic, and Petrovic immediately is pitching from the stretch. First and second, nobody out. Guevara comes in on the edge of the grass at third where they try to bunt these guys over. Runs at a premium this weekend. Nope, he's swinging. He takes a little bit high. They appeal to third. Eddie Newsom says he didn't go. And I'll tell you this.
It's a much tighter strike zone.
Yeah, as large as the strike zone was last night, it is as small today.
Inning 2 yesterday, Rutenbar singled through the left side, New walked.
Yep. Here's Robinette's 1-0. Grounded, past the first baseman into right field. They'll hold the runner at third and not test the arm of Cade Ballou. Base hit for Robinette.
Yeah, so except
bases loaded, nobody out.
Nobody out this time.
Now, to be interesting to see today with runs at a premium for both these teams. You know, Petrovic hadn't had a lot of bases loaded, nobody out situations. No. You've got Jackson Sanders, a lefty, that's going to be used at some point today. Would you have a quicker hook than normal?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or do you just let it play out the way you normally would?
I think you have a quicker hook than normal, not this early.
Right.
and I don't think Arkansas, I think.
Pitch to Stewart, swing and a miss, 0-1.
You're playing this like a Sunday game where you normally would think Sunday you're going to have to score more runs.
Yeah.
And so I don't think for them that you're going early to try to get a run or two here. I think they're looking for a big inning.
Outfield plays Stewart to pull. 0-1 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. He has done that on back-to-back breaking balls. Stewart 2 for 7 on the weekend with 3 strikeouts. Could you get him to wave in another one? 23 strikeouts on the year for the Razorback right fielder. Petrovic deals. And he missed low. It bounced up there and Freilich blocked it. 1-2. Saw this in the back half of the game yesterday, too. Auburn pitchers getting to 2 strikes, but then putting them away
was been the issue, yes.
We probably saw 20 extra pitches among the 2 pitchers for Auburn yesterday, just trying to get strike 3.
Yeah, you need a strikeout here. Strikeout double play gets you out of the inning. That would be ideal.
The 1-2 pitch to Stewart. There's the
And a
strikeout.
fastball.
Called strike 3, inside corner. After a couple of breaking balls in a row and then one down in the dirt, he threw him the fastball on the inside corner. First strikeout for Petrovic. K-counter, Keogh of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Now here's Kuhio Aloy. Aloy 0 for 3 with a strikeout in yesterday's game. He didn't play in the opener Thursday.
This is a guy you want the double play ball right here. Get something on the ground, keep it down.
Pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. He was trying to get that double play ball there. Something low in the zone. Aloy has hit into 5 double plays this year. 5 of the 17 Arkansas has hit into have come off of Aloy's bat. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Up and in with a fastball, 1-1. That can set up the slider away. They're trying to get him to roll over one with Turner on deck. Bases loaded, 1 out. No score, top of the second. Petrovic to the plate. Inside with the fastball, 2-1.
Way in. Thankfully, Aloy backed off of that one because that would have very easily could have hit him right there.
Arkansas trying to draw first blood.
A quality pitch right here. You don't want to go 3-1 with this big, strong guy at the plate. Got to make a pitch right here.
Delivery. Breaking ball missed out. 3-1. Now a hitter's count to a 5 home run guy. They have 5 players with 5 or more home runs in the lineup.
And nowhere to put him early in this game.
Yep. Stretch by Petro and the pitch. Fouled straight back. Well, he had to throw him a fastball there, and he did, and Aloy fouled it back.
Yep, missed it. So
now you got to – do you have to throw another one?
I don't know. If you trust your breaking ball, and you can throw it for a strike here, but fastball still has to be location. You can't miss middle here.
Yeah. Payoff pitch to Kuhio Aloy. On the way. A ground ball too short. Only play will be to first. He lost his bat on the swing. A run is in for Arkansas. It's 1-0 on a soft ground ball. 1 hop. McCrane had to charge in field and no way to turn 2 there. So they get Aloy, the lead runner, but he brings in a run on the ground out. It's 1-0 and now 2 are down.
If you can limit it at that, you'd have to consider that a big success for Petro here. But now you got 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
You got to get this guy right here.
New to third, Robinette to second.
And
Christian Turner, the number 9 hitter. Pitch. Outside and high, 1-0.
Yeah, and the bottom of their order has been productive for this Arkansas team.
It has, but not this weekend.
No, and they've gotten on base some.
Yeah.
They just haven't scored runs out of this group, but they've been on base a good bit.
Specifically, Turner's 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. But he's hitting .243 for the year, and he lines one up the middle for a base hit here that'll score 2 runs. 3-0 Arkansas. Turner with his first hit of the weekend, and it plates 2.
And that feels like a big blow in this game. I know it's extremely early.
Yep.
But to bases loaded, you feel like you might get out of the jam, and then the number 9 hitter single up the middle.
Well, if it's any consolation, the team that has scored first is 0-2 this weekend. So Auburn has to hope that pattern holds. But last night, Arkansas was able to get guys on base early in the second. They couldn't score them. Now all 3 reached and scored here in the second inning. Now Souza, the leadoff man, is back to the plate. RBIs 5 and 6 on the year for Christian Turner. Souza 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Throw to first, again runner back sliding. Turner does not have a stolen base attempt. 3 runs on 3 hits. They cash in the singles and the walk to start the inning.
You think about the walk there. You're out of the inning. If you get that guy out instead of walking him, you're in the dugout.
Pitch to Souza. He shows bunt, and he drops it foul down the third base line. 0-1. Well, it's true. Any game, you got to get the bats going. You talked earlier. you treat it like it's the finale of the series. You're going to have to score runs.
You're going to have to score runs.
Yep.
And, you know, Brad, we talked before the season, you know, Butch Thompson talking about the number 6, like getting to the 6-run mark. And we looked here before the game. You get to 6 runs, which isn't that's not a huge number. Auburn would have 2 SEC losses right now. Yep. So you're going to have to score runs eventually. Hey, last night, you got to score runs at some point. Your pitching staff's not going to keep putting up zeros. Not in this league.
Yeah. Petrovic off the stretch as he's been the entire inning. The pitch. Called strike inside corner. Well, that corner to lefties has been really good for Petrovic so far. Now it's 0-2 to Souza. A 2-run single by Turner. It's 3-0 Arkansas in the second inning.
You want Ryder Helfrich leading off the next inning as well.
0-2 pitch, runner goes, and it's fouled back to the net. Still 0-2. That's a great point.
Yeah, with this long inning, you don't want to have to face that guy again.
Lots and lots and lots of time left in this game. 3-0 Arkansas in the second. Petrovic ready again. The right-hander looks home, throws to first. Runner back. Throw over was a little high. Yellowwood scoreboard, Georgia gets a 3-run homer in the top of the 10th, beats Mississippi State in Starkville 8-5. Georgia sweeps State in Starkville this weekend.
Yeah, 2 teams that were really hot coming in.
A couple of top 5 teams. 0-2. Fouled back.
You know, this inning, though, it's like not a lot of hard hit balls.
Yeah.
It's been perfect placement. You know, you have the ground ball on the left side. Even the 2-run single up the middle wasn't a hard hit ball. You know, getting guys on and just finding a hole right now, and that's what Arkansas has done early today.
Going to need to be a wild one today, maybe, the way it started. Petrovic trying to put away Souza. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him, and the inning is over. He chased a bad ball down in the dirt. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Petrovic, but Arkansas gets nearly 30 pitches out of him in that inning alone. Looked so similar to last night, except they scored today. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers with some work to do early. It's 3-0. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Arkansas 3, Auburn nothing. Bottom of the second, Guevara, Bingaman, and Terrell, 2 righties and a lefty against Colin Fisher. He only needed 10 pitches in that first inning. Got a couple of ground outs and a fly out.
Yep, see if Auburn can return the favor here. We saw it last night, Brad, early on. Getting the leadoff on was a big deal for Auburn, getting pitchers into the stretch. It's just easier to pitch with nobody on base, obviously.
Look, these guys' mechanics, their fundamentals are locked in.
Yeah.
So much of this game is mental.
Yes.
And can a team that's been struggling offensively consistently for the last 2 to 3 weeks, first Guevara shows bunt, takes a strike, 0-1.
Yeah,
can they not hang their head with an early deficit?
Correct. It's battle time. Like every inning right now has to be the 9th inning. Every one of them.
It's got to light you up that you fall behind.
Every inning has to be the 9th inning.
Rather than dim the light. Here's 0-1. That's that's a called strike. It was well off.
Has not been a strike to this point.
Yep. So now the count 0-2 on Guevara.
Again, we just said the word battle.
Yep.
That's what you got to do right here.
0-2 pitch. That's low, a ball and 2 strikes. Talked to Coach Thompson before the game about strike zones, and there's more information. There's scouting reports on the umpires.
Correct.
So they know this guy's got a bigger zone, a tighter zone. This corner's there, high-low is there. 1-2 pitch. That's
He
ball
tried.
2 away. Yeah, you got to try again if you got the call before. So now the count evens at 2-2. And the question was framed not in a way to complain about last night's strike zone, but to say versus the 2-2. Little ground ball left side, pitcher gloves, throws to first, high, pulled the first baseman off the bag, and Guevara is on.
Absolutely. Take advantage of it right here. Make them make plays. Put the ball in play. Something good happens.
Fisher used every bit of that 6-3 frame to reach out and get that, but his throw was off balance. He probably had more time than he realized.
And I would think that would be an infield single. That's not an easy play right there.
Yeah.
To get a pitcher off the mound to turn and throw it like that.
It's on the board as a base hit.
I agree.
So an infield single for Guevara. Now Ethan Bingaman to the plate. First pitch to the freshman. Inside, ball 1.
Look how much more deliberate Fisher is now on the mound versus when nobody was on base.
And it was noticeable. But the strike zones are known by these guys. So you're not having to adjust midway through a game. You pretty much know.
Oh, that is close to a ball.
Sure,
I mean,
it is.
as close as you don't see it called anymore.
Yeah.
But he stepped and moved to the plate before throwing to first. 100%. I think everybody in the Auburn dugout is wondering how that's not a balk.
Yeah. Fisher has 1 pickoff this year. Good lead over there for Guevara. 1-0 pitch home, right through there. Breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. Bingaman, 265 on the year. 3 homers, 14 driven in. 4 of those RBIs have come in the series. He's Auburn's leading RBI guy this weekend, and he lines one into right field. It is down.
Good job of hitting once again by Ethan Bingaman.
Bingaman with his 3rd hit of the weekend, and Stewart had a decision to make there. Do you lay out and go for the high degree difficulty, high risk catch? And I think he could have gotten there, Jason, but with a 3-run lead, he decided to play a little more cautious.
Yeah, especially with, it wasn't hit very hard, and
Right.
so it was sinking a little bit there. And now listen, you got right-hander on deck. Bub's up. He's been struggling. Do you put something on here, a bunt, try to get something going? I think you need to get the runners over. It's so early right here. Got to take advantage of this opportunity.
Pitch to Terrell. He showed bunt, took it low and away, ball 1.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Listen, you may show it early, get them moving and slash, choke up, do something, but I think you got to get somebody in motion right here instead of swing and miss early on.
First and second, nobody out. Pitch to Terrell. Swing and a miss. And top hand came off the bat,
it's
1-1.
Still too much swing for me right now for Bub. You got to shorten up. And I would think now we have seen that swing right there. If I'm Gabe Gross, I'm putting the bunt back on.
A ball and a strike. No outs. Fisher looks to second. Now comes home. And it hit him. Tigers get a little bit of a break there on the 1-1 pitch. Terrell hit, and just like Arkansas, loaded the bases with nobody out. In the top of the second, an early mound visit.
And a bunch of guys running to the bullpen. I mean, everybody. The entire dugout.
It's like
left.
Clowns out of the clown car.
Brad, and you mentioned the stat, though.
Yep.
Look, he hadn't
2 1/3.
If they're them, we're like, here we go again.
Yeah.
And they're not going to wait very long. And so back-to-back righties now for Auburn. Brandon McCrane, Todd Clay.
Yep.
An opportunity for you to answer back in a hurry, and you capture the momentum if you're able to do that. Eric Guevara is giving Gabe Gross some advice on what he saw from the batter's box and telling these guys.
So Bub Terrell did his job. He got on base.
Yeah, just that's
he
it.
turned around and wore
Just
it.
get on base.
Yep.
Hey, he wore it, and it was about 78, too.
That's
It was
right.
the perfect one to wear. All right, Brandon McCrane, you've been patient. Be patient again.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Corner infielders coming in. Middle infielders double play depth. First pitch right in there for a strike to Brandon McCrane at 92.
See if the Tigers can have a big inning. We see them have a big inning on Thursday.
Yeah. McCrane blistering hot to start the year. He's down to 330, 1 for 7 on the weekend. 0-1 off speed, didn't get to corner, but it was close, 1-1. That was a strike to Guevara earlier in the inning. In fact, it was further off the plate in a strike.
This is approach time right here for Brandon McCrane. You've seen 2 pitches. You know what he's got.
1-1. Swing, drive,
that is a gapper.
Right center field.
Gapper.
They split the gap. This might clear the bases.
It's going
all the way to the wall. Guevara scores. Bingaman scores. Terrell is held at third. It's a 2-run double for Brandon McCrane.
Bub had to hold a little bit because the ball was hit so well from his angle. He had to make sure it got past the right fielder. The right move there with nobody out. Brandon McCrane does his job. Tigers with 2 in, second, third, nobody out.
5th double of the season for McCrane. RBIs 11 and 12. Well, this is a great answer for Auburn. Awesome to see the Tigers punch back immediately after giving up 3 in the top of the inning. Here's Todd Clay. Infielders in on the corner, way outside, ball 1. And now the crowd with a little more life, a little more buzz. They can start to lean on Fisher.
That's it.
A little bit here.
We said you got to score runs. Now an opportunity here for the back-to-back Auburn high guys to do something for the hometown here.
Todd Clay, 1-0 pitch. Inside corner. A ball and a strike. Clay batting 158. He's driven in 3 runs.
And if nothing else here, you get those 2 guys home. If nothing else, that's the job for the next 2 hitters.
1-1. Swing, bouncing ball right side. That'll get one of them home.
Did his job.
Terrell scores from third to tie the game. An RBI ground out for Todd Clay.
I can promise you, watch the Auburn dugout right here. They're fixing to be up because that was a guy that sacrificed an at-bat to get a run home early in the game.
Didn't open that shoulder up and try to pull it.
There you go. Great job.
Now here's Cade Ballou. Corner infielders stay in. A 2-run double by Brandon McCrane, the 7-hole hitter, and an RBI ground out for Todd Clay, the number 8 hitter. And now Cade Ballou, first pitch. Ballou takes it outside, ball 1. You couldn't have asked for smoother first innings for either one of the starters today.
Nope, this is it.
But it's the second inning.
Yep, Cade Ballou here, same thing. Ground ball up the middle, anywhere past the pitcher, scores a run. Don't try to do too much.
1-0 delivery. Ooh, called strike. Way inside, called a strike.
Literally, Cade Ballou turned his shoulder to keep from getting hit.
It didn't help that David Susi wasn't authoritative with a strike call either. He looked like he was guessing.
Yep. Again, not too much here for Cade Ballou.
1-1 on the way to Ballou. That's outside, 2-1. Ballou batting .218 for the year. He's driven in 6. Back half of that Auburn high connection.
Yep, maybe you get a hanger here. If you throw another hanger here in your Cade, you can turn on one.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to do that. 91 on the inside corner. 2-2.
Now it's contact. You got to shorten up, contact, put the ball in play right here. Where Brandon McCrane at third and his speed, he's going to score.
Yeah.
You just got to put it in play.
Ground ball up the middle gets him home.
A ground ball up the middle is a base hit.
Yeah.
Just get it in play.
2-2, just got a piece of it. Foul at the plate.
I'm not saying in play that short would have worked, but anywhere else out on the grass.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to be hyper-specific,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, 2-2. Good job by Ballou just to get a piece of that. It was dipping on him.
Yep. Again, shorten up right here for Cade.
A lot of room in left center.
Yep, like I said, Brandon McCrane's speed anywhere other than the pitcher, you're scoring a run.
2-2 to Ballou. Little tapper foul to the right. Cade's battling. He's battling. A base hit or even an RBI ground out gives Auburn the lead. A fly ball gives Auburn the lead.
As Butch Thompson likes to say, there's 9 more ways to score from third. Just find one of those ways right now.
McCrane gets his lead from third base.
He can bounce one up there.
Yeah.
And away. That'll be fine.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He finally got the strikeout. Did Fisher. That is his first strikeout. Double-digit strikeouts for the Auburn lineup last night, and that's the first strikeout in the game here. Now Bristol Carter a chance to do some 2-out damage. 2-out hit to give Auburn the lead.
And they're still, corner's still in with Bristol Carter at the plate because they're thinking, hey, this guy could bunt it at any time. So you got some room on each side right here.
Pitch. Bouncing ball
Get
up
through
the
there.
middle.
Not
Shortstop gets
quite
there.
gonna make it.
Kozel throws in time for the out. Carter went up there going after the first pitch, and that's out number 3. But how about the middle part of the order and then the bottom part driving them in? Guevara, Bingham, and Terrell get on. McCrane and Clay drive them in. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. Similar second innings. We go to the third, tied at 3. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio. For the win! Got it! Let's go! Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Deep to center field! Oh, it's gone! Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
3-3, our score. Runs are even at 3. Hits are even at 3. And now we're on to inning number 3. And Jason has a message for you.
Yes. Third inning is presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they'll say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333.
Beautiful. A lot of 3s. I mean, that's a lot of 3s. The Count from Sesame Street would be very pleased. Quinn Burkeen in our Skyview studios. Jacob Hillman in the booth with us today. He is producing the In the Booth feed for the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. I was producing until the camera froze and when I didn't turn it around in time.
Yeah, that was it.
If it's in working order, it's because Jacob now is hands-on with it. And now here is Ryder Helfrich leading off the third inning. Helfrich fly to right his first time. Petrovic's first pitch of the third inning is a strike, going
I like
on.
the fastball down, outside corner.
That's where it's got to be.
That's where it's got to be. It's got to be there or in on the hands.
Helfrich is now 5 for 8 on the weekend. His average up over 310. The pitch. Swing,
Yes,
check,
sir.
swing, and a breaking ball down. He went.
I did some thinking because you think about like Auburn, like the struggles a little bit at the plate. Ryder Helfrich, you look up and he's got 10 home runs.
Yeah.
I think 12 now. That's
right.
Yeah. He's had 6 in his last 7 games.
Yep.
Like this wasn't a guy that was swinging it, and all of a sudden it started to click for him.
0-2. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball down and away. On 3 pitches, Helfrich is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts the second time through the order for Petrovic. 1 away in the third. 3 strikeouts in the game. K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. We got 3s and 1s, and now here is Kozel, the shortstop. Auburn wheels around. Bristol Carter is 70 feet in right center.
As far away, I mean, there's as much room in left field in the outfield as you could possibly have.
First pitch, swing and a miss, slider down and in. 0-1.
I don't know that I remember that much of a move in the outfield.
It looks like where you'd put your outfielders if you were playing 5 infielders.
Or if you were playing 4 outfielders.
Right, yeah, either one. 0-1, in there for a strike, backdoor breaking ball. So he's gone back foot, back door.
And now you've moved Guevara to even deep short. Auburn does not have a single player within 100 feet of the left field line.
Nope. It is the shiftiest shift you've ever seen, the 0-2 pitch. Little tapper, right side. Petrovic off the mound. He'll just take it himself.
He's an athlete.
His momentum took him to the bag after he fielded the ball. That is the old 1 unassisted in your scorebook. 2 up, 2 down in the third. And now here's Carter Rutenbar. See if Auburn keeps the shift on.
I think we're going to start to rethink that a little bit.
Yep. Now
straight
they
up.
take it off.
Play straight up here.
Yeah, Carl Nonemaker was out on the turf to move his guys back around. Now Guevara's off the line.
And McCrane's still up the middle.
Yeah,
some.
but it's not what we have seen.
No.
Pitch to Rutenbar.
Good change
strike.
Up.
High part of the strike zone, 0-1.
Good change up to start there.
Yep. So Petrovic, since getting back to the top of the order, first three in the order, 0 for 6 today against Petro. 0-1 pitch. Lined. Rembert on a short hop, tough play. He nabbed it, threw him out at first. That's a good play. It was hit sharply, and Rembert had to judge that middle hop, and he did, and he threw out Rutenbar, and there's a quick and easy inning. All strikes. 8 pitches, all strikes for Petrovic in the third. Nothing doing in the third for Arkansas. We're tied at 3. We go to the bottom of the third. When we come back, this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn University Board of Trustee member Bob Dumas.
My senior year, where we won it, was at Burning Tree in Decatur. Had some great teammates and great players, and it just all came together that week. We had been close. We had had a good year. We'd won several tournaments and felt like we had the capacity and the courage to do it, and we did. I think more was a very joyous time, of course, being the first. But I think later on, as you grow older, you begin to appreciate and value that much more.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Three as we go to the bottom of the third inning. And for Auburn in the third, it will be Rembert, Freilich, and Guevara. Conecuh Smoked Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, and you can enjoy those grilled Conecuh sausage dogs or the premium hot dogs right here at Plainsman Park. Conecuh, family-owned, made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Make Conecuh sausage part of your game day.
Yep. Keep the pressure on right here.
Rembert grounded to short his first time, goes after the first pitch here, comes up empty on an off-speed delivery, 0-1.
Arkansas has, I can see somebody throwing, so they're at the moment right now for him. See if Auburn can finish it off.
Fisher rocks and fires, and gets a strike call off the outside edge, 0-2.
I wouldn't be shocked right here if you get a base hit. The Freilich might not be his last batter. They might go that early. But you got to keep going.
Yep. 3-3 our score. A lot of room in left center. The 0-2 pitch down and away, 1-2. You could tell where that pitch was going to go by News' movement to right center before the pitch.
Yeah, started moving over. And remember, it's a right center field guy, especially with 2 strikes. He likes to see it deep.
1-2. Swing, a little pop.
Might cost him.
Shallow center. Back goes the center fielder, or in comes the center fielder. Back
Dropped
goes the
it.
second baseman, Souza, and the ball drops. Souza from second, New from center, converging in shallow right center, and the ball dropped. So Rembert is aboard.
Yeah, going to give him a hit there because that was a tough play going back.
Yeah.
And I think he got distracted when his center fielder was racing in his face, too. Nobody called it, and I think that caused him a little confusion there.
It was off of Souza, the second baseman's glove. That's a hard play. Ideally, it's the center fielder's ball, but Souza got there. So it is a hit. Auburn's fourth of the day, and there's a throw to first. Twice now he's thrown over, almost committed to the plate.
Yeah, no, it's.
And at the same time, Jason almost threw it away both times. Rutenbar's had to reach across the base runner on those pickoff throws.
Let's see if we see Freilich, a little hit and run or something right here, even though just try to get Rembert to second base.
Chase Freilich, flied to center. His first time, he takes the ball out, 1-0. We need a station ID, but this pitcher goes so fast.
It doesn't. Yeah, there's no time.
I don't want to miss a pitch.
After this double, have a time right here.
How
about
I
that?
like the way you think. Freilich 1 for 9 on the weekend. He's driven in a run. 1-0 pitch. Popped up, out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. One ball, one strike, one on. Nobody out in the third. 3-3 the score. 1-0 from Fisher. Fralick takes it outside for ball 2. Nibbled at the corner with a fastball. He didn't get it there.
Yeah, pitch clock never started on the last pitch. Not that it matters with him on the mound.
No, you could pretty much save it as long as he's out there, stretch or wind up. Big hole on the right side for Fralick as they hold Rembert on. And the 2-1. Here it is. Outside and a little low, 3-1.
Good job there.
Now Fralick can dial it in.
Yes, don't help him out.
He's missed with back-to-back fastballs. I don't know if he'd go fastball again.
I wouldn't be shocked to see him throw a breaking ball here.
Yeah. Breaking balls have been more effective against lefties this weekend. 3-1. Nope, another throw to first.
That step is towards the on-deck circle is where he stepped that time.
I just wonder if Auburn would be less aggressive after Helfrich threw out a couple of would-be base
I think just because
stealers.
you got him on the ropes a little bit after the last inning, too.
3-1. He threw him a fastball, and he missed outside. Ball 4.
I think that's why you're patient there.
Yeah. 3 straight fastballs away from Fralick.
I think that's going to be it. I don't see anybody moving the dugout. I'd be surprised if Eric Guevara gets a chance to see him right here.
Fisher has not gone 5 in an SEC start, and he's not gone 3 in the last 2. First and second, nobody out. Last inning, Auburn loaded the bases with nobody out. In fact, the first 4 reached. Guevara started that with a single last inning.
I'm going to keep reminding, the last time Auburn had a home run with somebody on base was against Georgia Tech on March 17th.
Guevara, first pitch. Strike, inside corner, 0-1. Guevara, with his single in the second, is now 6 for 8 on the weekend with 4 runs scored.
Keep it going here. This is a pressure moment. We said treat every inning like the 9th. Keep going.
First and second, nobody out. Fisher looks to second 3 times and then fires home and misses low. Keep doing that. 1-1. If he keeps looking back to second like that.
He was definitely distracted at that point.
Rembert has stolen 4 bases. He's been caught 3 times. Fisher looks and fires, and there's a foul ball straight back. 1-2.
Change up, something there at 84, so took a little off of that.
Guevara's hit last inning came with 2 strikes.
And keep the same approach here for your Auburn. Your goal right now for Guevara is to get the runners up.
Rembert's hit this inning came with 2 strikes. 1-2 from Fisher. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Guevara has driven in 2 runs on the weekend. He has homered. 23 RBIs on the year. For the junior from Panama. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a fly ball to right field.
You can tag right here.
Stewart near the line, reaches up, makes the catch, and tagging from second is Rembert. He makes it to third. So Guevara gets one of the runners over with 1 out. He hit that pretty well. It jumped off the bat. It had a little less carry than I thought off the bat, but it tailed away and forced Stewart to go into the corner near the line to make the catch. So Rembert moves over to third, and now here's Ethan Bingaman. They're going to play for a double play up the middle. Bingaman runs pretty well.
Yeah, I like the lift in his bat. Lift one somewhere. Get it in the outfield.
Runners at the corners with 1 out. The
Get
pitch.
it up.
Bingaman takes it up and away for ball 1. This now matches the distance Fisher has gone in the last 2 SEC starts.
Maybe this is the last one again.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes to Bingaman. He lifts that foul off to the right, out of play. 1-1. Ethan singled and scored last inning. Brandon McCrane's 2-run double, Todd Clay's RBI ground out produced the 3 runs. 3-3 the score, bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball back behind the behind the plate area. 1-2. Well, Fisher's done a better job of getting to 2 strikes this inning.
Mm-hmm. For Bingaman here, he doesn't cut his swing down very much, but you got to put it in play somewhere.
Outfield straight away. The 1-2 to Bingaman. Way outside. Runner goes from first. Throw goes down to second. They get him in a rundown. Throw comes back home.
Out.
Tag made, and Rembert is out at home.
Yeah.
They tried to send the runner from first to coax the throw, and Rembert, I guess, just didn't break fast enough coming home because they threw all the way down to
They
second
did.
and then back home for the out.
Yeah, it just wasn't executed. I mean, and here's the thing: Ryder Helfrich had to catch a short hop there and made the play. I don't like it with Bingaman at the plate. Yeah, I'm trusting him. He's been swinging the bat pretty well.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Bingaman. Runner at second is Fralick, and the pitch fouled back. Still 2-2. Might have been ball 3 there, a breaking ball, but Bingaman reached out, got a piece of it, stayed alive. So now Fralick is your man in scoring position. He'll be off on any contact with 2 outs. Bingaman trying to come up with a 2-out, 2-strike hit and a lot of room in left center. The pitch swung on and driven left side, well foul.
Yeah.
Hit that up to the parking deck.
That double steal with 2 outs, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
I like Bingaman letting him swing the bat here in that situation. I know you're worried about the double play, and so you're trying to stay out of some of those things. But, hey, it took a really good throw.
Yes, it did. It was well executed on both sides. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a drive towards
That's
center.
over his head.
Center fielder knew back. It's over his head. It short hops the base of the wall. Bingaman comes into second. Stand up, RBI double, and Auburn leads it. It's 4-3.
Brad, we keep saying that. We've watched this guy now for the last month. That guy's at the plate. You feel like something's good's going to happen.
Yep.
He's short, compact, makes contact, and, man, he drives the ball. And hey, as soon as that ball was off the bat, the center fielder was turning and running because it was smoked.
3rd double of the year for Bingaman. His 5th RBI of the weekend. He's upped his RBI total by 50% in this 3-game series. Terrell takes the ball low and outside, 1-0. Bub was hit by a pitch and scored last inning.
Opposite field Bub. It's time for opposite field Bub. Left field, a lot of room over there. Go the other way, see it deep.
Big hole on that left side there, the 1-0 pitch. Low, 2-0. A lot of respect for Terrell's power because they have not – I mean, he's seen a lot of breaking balls and not a lot of them close. He's had 1 swing and miss so far. This is his 2nd at bat. Now the 2-0.
Down
Missed
low.
again. 3 balls, no strikes. Terrell, 18 RBIs on the season.
Here's the thing. Do you turn him loose right here and going, hey, look, let's unlock that guy? I don't think you do.
Not with a righty on deck. I don't think so. 3-0. Low, ball 4. Sure didn't.
Didn't matter.
He wasn't close.
That is probably the last pitch we'll see today, and Dave Van Horn is on his way.
Yep. Dave Van Horn out of the Arkansas dugout. Again, Fisher for a 3rd consecutive. Well, no, he went 2 2/3 today because of the double steal.
Yep.
But he's going to go to the bullpen. It's a Pepper Tree pitching change to number 15, Jackson Kersher. First look at Kersher this weekend, a right-hander coming in from the Arkansas bullpen. Razorbacks make a Pepper Tree pitching change for a new level of taste. Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection and the finest cuts of meat, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery. Online, steaksandwine.com. Steaks, the letter N, wine.com. We are in the 3rd inning. Auburn has 2 on with 2 out and 1 in. Auburn leads 4-3 as Arkansas makes a Pepper Tree pitching change.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
Jackson Kersher, the right-hander, on. Auburn has back-to-back righties coming up with 2 outs here in the inning. So our first look at Kersher, a sophomore, 6'4", 215, out of Little Rock. He started at Oklahoma and then transferred into Arkansas from OU. Kersher 1-0 in 8 short outings this year, a .540 earned run average, 8 1/3 innings in 8 appearances. He's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. He's walked 5, struck out 14. 1 double, 1 homer allowed. Team's hitting .219 against Jackson Kersher. He has hit 1 batter. And so Kershaw is on. Look, he's getting almost 2 strikeouts an inning. They would love for him to strike out Brandon McCrane.
Yeah, good fastball, but like most of the guys that pitch for Arkansas, big, heavy, overhand breaking ball. And so if you're Brandon McCrane, keep doing what you're doing. Let it see it deep and use the right side to your advantage right here. You got speed at second base, 2 outs, and you're going to have some room on the right side because they're going to play you up the middle a little bit.
60 pitches for Fisher, 33 strikes, 2 2/3 innings thus far, 4 runs, 5 hits, runners first and second, his responsibility. He walked 2, struck out 1. Now Kershaw looks back to second and fires home. In there for a strike.
Yep, that's a hard slider at 88.
Yeah. Feet staggered as he goes into the stretch. Got the stirrup socks. He's set mid-torso. Looks to second again, fires home. Fastball line right center field. That's a base hit for McCrane. Rounding third is Bingaman. Throw home is cut off. RBI single for Brandon McCrane. He has driven in 3 runs today, and Auburn leads 5-3.
Man, we're talking about, though, righty, kids grow up their whole lives right-handers batting against right-handers. This is the lefty-lefty matchups that usually give you problems, so you don't have any problem keeping right-handers in lineups against right-handers, and made it pay off. Hey, he saw it deep, found a hole.
First and second, 2 outs, and here's Todd Clay. First pitch. Clay takes it upstairs, 1-0. That was up around neck level. Clay, an RBI ground out last inning.
Time to see Todd Clay attack a fastball here. Say, hey, get something to drive.
1-0 from Kershaw. Low and outside, 2 balls, no strike.
97.
Yeah.
Now, it was
nowhere close.
Nowhere close, but it was 97.
Yes, it was. And the throw went back and got away. And now Bub Terrell heads to third. And to second goes McCrane. Runners move up 90 feet, and they're going to send him back.
What? Hold on. Oh, because he's changing a new baseball?
He had asked for a new baseball, and the catcher, I guess, threw it back. And the ball went all the way into shallow center field. And now Butch Thompson is coming out, and Butch is hot. Oh, my.
Like you never blew the play dead. Like, just because you hand him a baseball, you did not blow the play dead.
Right.
I think Butch is making sure of that. I guess it becomes a dead ball once you swap the balls out.
All right. So the runners have to go back. Well, that was exciting for a few seconds.
Yeah, a lot of running for nothing. Maybe they run again right now. 2-0. Hey, way ahead here, Todd Clay. You can hunt for middle of the zone pitch right here. Hey, and he's got power. We haven't seen it yet this season, but it's there.
Kershaw's 2-0.
Oh, my gosh.
Hit him with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball up and in.
Thankfully, he got his elbow and the elbow guard up because that was coming to his head.
And now the bases are loaded again for Cade Ballou. You know, it was an early season series last year, Game 3. Rubber game against Vanderbilt where Cade hit the granny.
Right here, you got to make him throw pitches.
Yeah, you're not asking for that from Ballou here. You're asking for just anything. And now time as Helfrich goes out to talk to Kershaw. And we'll see if the fans here can start to lean on the Arkansas pitcher a little bit here.
This is the time.
Look, I've been to their place a handful of times.
Yeah.
I know what it would sound like in this situation. That dugout is pounding the facing of the dugout on the third base side.
And they're going to make a move right here.
They sure will. They're going to bring in a lefty to face him.
There you go. You're already 3 deep, though.
Yep.
Here you go. This is what you had to do if you're the Tigers. Score and make them use pitching.
Let me ask you this, Jason. In the third, is it too early to think about a counter move here?
Probably.
Okay.
So much game left. I think it's probably so early to think about that.
Parker Coyle.
This is their other top lefty other than McIlvain. Parker Coyle is the other guy.
So Coyle is on. It is another Pepper Tree pitching change for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Arkansas may feel like the game is in the balance right here in this spot with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and Auburn leading 5-3 even though it's just the third. They go to Parker Coyle, 6'3", 195, senior lefty from Edmond, Oklahoma. Took him right out of the heart of Soonerland. Coyle 1-0 in 11 outings with 1 save, an ERA of 2.37. 19 innings for Coyle, 15 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned, only 4 walks and 23 strikeouts. He has given up 3 doubles, and he's tied for the team lead with 4 home runs allowed. Teams are batting just .217 against Parker Coyle, so it's like not a lot of guys have hit him, but when they've hit him hard.
Yeah, this is a guy that I would think Dave Van Horn would probably tell you that they were hoping to use on the back end of a game they were winning. But they're not afforded that luxury right now. Now they're having to go to him. You're right. This is game time moment.
Yep.
With Auburn leading, bases loaded, a chance to break it open. You're saying, look, we can't afford to fall behind any further right now. And so this is it's a must-have moment for Arkansas.
Yeah.
It would be a really big moment for Auburn.
Coyle pitched twice in the Florida series. He pitched Tuesday night at Missouri State, went 2 2/3 innings through 37 pitches. Gave up 3 hits, struck out 3 unearned runs in the game Tuesday night. And so he's seen a lot of action in the last 7 days.
And here's the thing, your job as K. Ballou is to get on base any way possible.
Yeah.
We have seen that guy at times be a magnet for pitches from the other pitcher, too.
That's true.
With a lefty-lefty matchup here, you're going to get some run on pitches for K. Ballou. Find a way to get on base anyhow.
2 outs. Coyle just looking to cap the damage at 2 runs here in the inning. Pitch. Strike at the knees. 84. 0-1. And they're hoping Coyle can use the off-speed pitch, the breaking ball lefty-lefty that has just been trouble all weekend.
Cade, you have to stay back, not front foot. Stay back because you got a lot of explosive power. Stay deep.
0-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Left side. Shallow left. Turner comes on. He calls off Kozel, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. But 8 Tigers come to the plate in the 3rd inning. Tigers score 2 on 1, 2, 3 hits. No errors, and Auburn leaves them loaded. Tigers have come out to swing the bats and get on base today. Already 5 runs on 6 hits through the first 3 innings. Your new score through 3, Auburn 5, Arkansas 3, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Here's the tale of Tina, searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I'll put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
5-3, Auburn leads it. And Petrovic goes to work against New, Robinette, and Stewart here in the 4th inning. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino. That's where the action never stops. They got the hottest games, they got the loosest spins, they got more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment. Auburn basketball in the NIT championship game. They're chasing the crown tomorrow night, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off.
Keep playing the way they're playing, man. It'd be a good way to finish out this season and build some momentum heading into next year.
Auburn against Tulsa tomorrow night from Indianapolis. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, Jacob Hillman will have your coverage across the network. Here's Micah New, the center fielder, first pitch swinging. Flies it up the right side, foul. Bingaman gives it a long chase. It's well out of play.
Bounced all the way back on the field.
Sure did.
Yeah, that was the freshman enthusiasm versus the veteran Kay Ballou in right field, who did not move when that ball, knowing it was going to be on top of the 984 club.
That's right. I mean, like Bingaman was in a full-on sprint. Nothing in one to New. He walked and scored as a part of the 3-run second for the Hogs. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, tapped left side, that's foul.
He has tested both lines now, so play him straight up.
Yep, he's been behind and he's been early. New 1 for 7. 4 strikeouts on the weekend.
You've gone breaking ball, fastball. See if you go back to fastball up and in right here.
Petrovic, 3 strikeouts through 3 innings. The pitch. Inside fastball, a little up maybe, a little in.
Yep, I think that was by design. Now you come back to slider down and away and see if you can get the swing and miss.
The psychology of pitching. You get his eyes moving a little in and now go back away to see if he can chase. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3, change up down the middle.
Change up right down the middle. I think he was expecting anything but that.
Yes, he was. Strikeout number 4. 3 of them have come the second time through the order against Petrovic. And now Reese Robinette. You know, on a warm, muggy day, Petro's outing started 15 minutes later than expected. He's kind of settling in a little bit here after that first time through the order. He's retired 5 straight. Now here's Robinette. First pitch to him misses outside, ball 1. A single and a run scored for the third baseman.
Changeup's been pretty good for him, and usually that righty on lefty changeup is a pitch you can get to. See if he's able to throw that after maybe see him establishing a fastball right here.
Petrovic comes set and fires. Strike on the outside corner.
Went back to the backdoor breaking ball and brought that one in just enough.
We'll update the Yellowwood scoreboard throughout. Texas leads South Carolina 3-1, bottom of the 6th. That's the rubber game of that series. We got several rubber games today. 1-1, swing and a fly ball to left. Terrell back now in. Shoulder square, glove up, catch made. 2 down.
That was the changeup. Got him out in front, and he just was able to flip the bat to left field.
Also on the Yellowwood scoreboard, Kentucky evens its series with Missouri. Wildcats win today 9-2. They scored 8 early and then cruised to the win. Georgia sweeps Mississippi State with an 8-5 win today in Starkville in 10 innings. And the rubber game in Norman, Alabama leads Oklahoma 3-1 in the bottom of the 3rd.
Yep. Ole Miss at Florida later tonight to finish off that series.
And LSU at Tennessee later. Bouncing ball up the middle. McCrane in the shift. Fields to the right of the bag. Throws to first. That's a really close play.
Got to get the ball out of that glove a little quicker than that.
Yeah, McCrane a little slow in getting it out, but they got the out. No argument from Zach Stewart, who went after the first pitch. It's a 6-3 putout and another quick 1-2-3 inning for Petrovic. That's 7 in a row retired by the Auburn starter. To the bottom of the 4th we go. It's 5-3 Auburn. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Move to the bottom of the 4th. where Auburn leads Arkansas 5-3. For the Tigers, it's Carter, Rembert, and Freilich. Auburn sent 7 to the plate in the second, 8 to the plate in the third. And when your leadoff man is batting for the third time and you're going to the fourth inning, things have gone okay so far.
Yeah, and see if Auburn can now make this pay off. The way this lineup fell early, you got a lefty in the game now.
Yep. And we're going to say this, like Coyle is one of their top arms out of the bullpen. You're looking big picture for the rest of this game.
Correct.
Carter steps in, shows bunt, pops it up, back behind the plate. Helfrich makes the catch. Carter pops up the bunt, and there's one away.
I don't know how many pitches Bristol's seen today, but it's not many.
No, he's seen 4. And
4 pitches, and he's 0 for 3. That's not what you want from your leadoff guy. We just talked about it. You want to make this guy throw pitches to get him out of the game.
Yeah, you want to make him work because, he goes 2 to 3 innings. And if he goes 2 to 3 innings again today, he's out of there by the 7th. You still got 3 innings to go. And then they've got other talented arms, but if you could get one of the primary arms out, Chris Rembert takes a strike, nothing in 1.
Yeah, because this guy's.
Then it's going to help you on the back end.
You don't feel like you're going to score a bunch of runs against this guy, but you need to get him. You need to get pitches in there.
Yeah. Rembert is 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. 0-1 pitch. Taken down and in, ball 1.
Almost hit him there. Almost hit him.
The righties had such good at bats the first, second time through. I mean, they were really good early against Dietz yesterday. The pitch. Rembert swings, grounds 1 to third. Backhand pick by Robinette. Nicely played. He throws low but out at first, and quickly 2 down in the 4th.
Yeah, you don't need a 3 or 4 or 5 pitch inning with this guy on the mound.
So Chase Freilich will try to extend the inning. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. 5-3 Auburn. Freilich has walked and scored. He's also flied to center. Infield plays him straight away. One of the few teams that hasn't employed the shift. And Freilich takes it outside for ball 1. He walked last inning, and balls 2, 3, and 4 were all in about the same spot. Off that outside corner, trying to pitch away from him.
Yeah, need to be
1-0. There's a strike, 1-1.
I like it. Like it.
He was going to see one.
You need to be patient right here. I know now you don't have any choice. Now it's 1-1, but you need to make him throw some pitches.
He can take advantage of a mistake over the inner half as well as anyone. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center.
Just handcuffed him just enough.
New is under it, and he's got it. And
9
that's the 3rd
pitch inning.
So 1, 2, 3. Tigers retired in order in the 4th. 3 up, 3 down. Through 4, still 5-3. Auburn in front, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn 5, Arkansas 3, Aloy, Turner, and Souza due up in the 5th. Against Alex Petrovic, who is at 50 pitches. 36 strikes, and he's retired 7 in a row. Arkansas loaded the bases with nobody out in the 2nd inning, and the first 2 up here in the 5th are the guys who brought him in the 2nd. Aloy, an RBI ground out, and then a 2-run single by Christian Turner. Sun breaks back out from behind the clouds. It's been alternating throughout the day today. Game was delayed 15 minutes at the start. They were waiting to see if a small cell was going to interrupt play, and rather than risk it happening shortly after the game started, they just held back the warm-ups for about 15 minutes and the start of the game for 15. But we're cruising right along now. Beautiful, bright, sunny day this Easter weekend. And we appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday. Here is Kuhio Aloy, designated hitter, first pitch. Strike, breaking ball, 0-1. A 6-3 ground out that he lost the bat. Flew out of his hands toward the on-deck circle behind him.
Sawed off, and it would have been broken if it was a wooden bat.
0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He tried to stop the swing, and he could not. 0-2. Petrovic with 4 strikeouts through 4 innings. This is a big inning for Auburn today. If you get Petrovic through the 5th, knowing what you got left. 0-2. Bounced one up there, and Aloy took it for ball 1.
As much as you can shorten this game, still having Jackson Sanders, who is throwing, and then, you still got Hetzler back there. You got some options for the Tigers. Heck, you might be able to go to L.J. Cormier, even though he's through 3.
Here's the 1-2.
Hit
him. Oh, he leaned out over the plate, and it hit him on the elbow.
The fastball rode in just enough.
Man, on a 1-2 pitch. That elbow was hanging out over the plate. And he gets him on base. So Aloy is on. He's 4 for 4 in the stolen base department. Tying run comes to the plate here in the 5th in the form of Christian Turner. A 2-run single back up the middle on a 1-0 pitch 3 innings ago.
Yeah, you can't afford to let the bottom of the order continue to set the table. Sooner or later, those guys up top are going to do some damage.
Pitch to Turner. Upstairs. Ball 1. Petrovic, one of the team captains. Good poise. You got to shake off that hit batter on a 1-2 pitch. Aloy gets his lead at first. Guevara in on the edge of the grass at third and well off the line. 1-0 pitch. Little high, 2-0.
Yeah, it's a strike the first 2 days. No, it has not been today. You can't afford to do yourself like this again.
Yep.
You got to pitch from ahead. Need a ground ball right here.
Top of the order waits. 36, Jackson Sanders warming in the Auburn bullpen. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. Nope, instead of throw to first. Runner back. Arkansas with 3 in the top of the second. Auburn answered with 3 in the bottom of the second. Got 2 more in the third. We're now in the top of the 5th. Petrovic from the stretch. His 2-0 to Turner. Breaking ball, fouled away right side, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-0 slider there. That's a really good pitch.
Turner looks into the Arkansas dugout to get his instructions. Not down to third, but into the dugout. He's got him. Now the left-handed hitter stands back in. The 2-1 pitch from Petrovic. On the way. And a called strike at the knees, 2-2.
The pitch down has been a strike. Dave Van Horn is yelling, see it up. But, look, it's been there the whole day.
Yep. Now 2-2. That was a big pitch. Big difference between 2-2 and 3-1.
Absolutely. Finish right here. See if you, again, we keep saying it until it happens. See if you can get the ground ball right here.
1 on, nobody out. Throw to first, runner back.
I like it. Just make sure he knows you're aware of it.
Don't want to give him any kind of extra space on anything in the gap. Turner, 6 RBIs. 2 of them came on his last at bat. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Back to Petrovic. To second for 1. On to first. Low. Got him. 1-6-3. Double play. I think McCrane fields it anyway up the middle, and they've got the 6-3 double play, but Petrovic just shortened it and
got it.
Started it.
McCrane throw a hair low, but Bingaman goes down and gets it.
That's our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers. 2 down, nobody on. That sounds good, the way this inning started.
It does, and, man, you'd love to end it right here and let Petro then have Helfrich to start the next inning.
First pitch to Souza. Little tapper, foul right side. 0-1. We love Cook's Pest Control in my family. Dad worked there for a couple of decades before retirement. No balls and a strike to Souza. 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a strikeout, and he takes a ball inside. He squared the bunt and then spun away.
It was not any closer than the pitch that they called on Kay Ballou early in this game.
I think the movement there maybe fooled.
Distract him a little bit.
Yeah, David Susi behind the plate. A ball and a strike, 2 outs. It's not quite the shift, but a significant pull on the infield against the left-handed hitting Souza and in the outfield. There's a pulled ball on the ground to Bingaman at first. He's going to take it to the bag himself and win the race. Well-defended inning by the Tigers in the 5th. And down go the Razorbacks. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Halfway home at Plainsman Park. Auburn 5, Arkansas 3 in the rubber game. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
5-3 Auburn as the Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning. And for Auburn, it's the middle third of the order. Guevara, Bingaman, and Terrell. 5th inning presented by Southern Union. You ever thought about completing a bachelor's degree and you know, maybe you need a path to the Plains to do that? You can move to Auburn to complete your bachelor's degree in selected programs by actually taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains. Guevara's 1 for 2 today. He's 5 for 9 on the weekend. He's singled and scored, and he's flied to right field.
Yeah, Guevara, Bingaman to start this inning. I don't know that 2 more guys you'd want up in this situation more than these 2 right now.
Oh, they're combined 3 for 4 today. Pitch, strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Coyle's a guy that's a strike thrower, and he likes to get ahead early. Now, he does it with a breaking ball. He does it with a lot of different pitches, but he wants to throw strike 1.
He's only thrown 10 pitches. He's gotten 4 outs.
Yes.
Coyle's 0-1. Missed inside, a ball and a strike. Again, you're playing the long game. Even if this guy is uber effective, as he has been, if you could cut his outing down to about 3 innings,
yes,
then you still got a lot of time on the back end. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. He left a hanging breaking ball up there, and Guevara was just underneath it. 1-2.
This is a guy that's probably a starter for most teams. Kind of surprised he doesn't start for this team because he's got multiple pitches, and a guy that you feel like if he stretched him out early in the season might have been starting for this team.
He's gone 3 innings just twice this year. 1-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Yeah, and that's the one that has been there.
Yep. Yeah, away to righties from David Susi has been a strike. So 1 away, and here's Bingaman. Bingaman is 2 for 2, a single, a double, an RBI, 2 runs scored. Long look in by Coyle. Pitch clock all the way down to 9, the pitch. Swing and a hit on the ground to second. Souza gloves it on 2 hops and throws to first for the out.
At this rate,
he's going to go 4.
Coyle's going to go to the 9th inning if they keep swinging early and not doing anything with it.
Yep, a lot of early contact. That's 6 in a row retired by Coyle. since he came into the game, and he's needed just 14 pitches to get those 6 outs. Now here's Bub Terrell. Bub was the last batter the starter Fisher faced. His final line, 5 runs, 5 hits in 2 2/3 innings. Bub swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
He is going to throw a first pitch strike. That's what he does.
Yep. He's only thrown 3 balls since coming into the game with 2 outs in the 3rd. Now there's 2 outs in the 5th. 0-1. Swing and a drive to right.
Get out of here, baby.
Stewart goes back. It
Get
is gone. Bub Terrell launches his 6th home run of the year. Tigers on top 6-3. A solo shot to right for Terrell with 2 outs.
Went to the well one too many times right there. Bub got the breaking ball down and in and golfed it out of here. Smoked it.
You know, Fralick can go down and get it. I don't know anybody does it better than Bub Terrell. And he sprinted to the dugout and sprinted through the handshake line. A little extra burst from Bub. Tigers put another one on the board, 6-3. There's that magic number, Jason,
That's
6
it.
runs. Now Brandon McCrane. He's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs today. He's singled and doubled, and he takes a first pitch strike off the outside corner, 0-1. Terrell's home run left the bat at 111 miles per hour, 111 off the bat, 379 feet. Over the right field wall, 0-1. Swing and fouled back, 0-2.
That's it. Is just run into one because it's hard to put together a bunch of good swings against this guy.
Sure.
But you got a chance to drive the ball, and when you do it, Bub didn't miss it.
Up 2 when Coyle entered the game. Up 3 now. Pitch. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Great 0-2 approach and swing right there. Breaking ball down away, just went with it. Knocked it through the right side.
And McCrane has a 3-hit game. Brandon McCrane, his 3rd hit of the ball game. And it gives Todd Clay a chance to hit. That is McCrane's 4th 3-hit game of the year.
Man.
Now Clay takes a pitch up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. And look, the pitch count for Coyle's not high. He's only at 20 pitches. 16 of those strikes.
Yeah.
But now you've seen him for a couple of
Absolutely.
minutes.
Now you start to zone in a little bit.
1-0 to Clay. Low, 2-0.
There you go.
Clay's been productive. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. He drove in a run with a ground out in the 2nd, his 4th RBI of the year.
See if you can see one up right here and be aggressive, Todd Clay. It's time to.
2-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center, right at New. He backs up just a step or 2, circles around, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But you get a few more pitches out of Coyle, and even more importantly, Bub Terrell hits his 6th home run of the season, a 2-out solo home run, and Jackson Sanders emerges from the Auburn bullpen. It'll be lefty on lefty to start the 6th. Alex Petrovic gives you 5 strong innings, and Auburn carries a 6-3 lead into the 6th inning when we come back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Just the good stuff. Only the good stuff. Classic hits. Wings 94.3.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Auburn 6, Arkansas 3. Top of the 6th inning, new pitcher Jackson Sanders is in. We'll give you his numbers after Jason tells you this.
Yeah, looking for fresh seafood? Wharf Casual Seafood serves seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan? No problem. They also serve burgers, salads, chicken, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood with 6 locations across central Alabama.
Delicious. Helfrich, Kozel, and Rutenbar against Jackson Sanders, the Opelika native, 6'3", 212, sophomore lefty from Valley High School. 15 relief appearances last year. He was 1-1 with a 5.29 ERA. This year in 7 starts, 2-1 with a 3.41 earned run average. 37 innings, 32 hits, 14 earned runs, 9 walks, 51 strikeouts. Team's hitting .232 against Jackson Sanders this year. He's allowed 1 earned run or less in 5 innings in 4 of 7 starts this year. This is his first relief outing of the year, and they bring him in after Alex Petrovic was really good in 4 of the 5 innings today. The 1 speed bump was the second.
Ooh, now that has been a strike today.
First pitch is low to Ryder Helfrich. 1 ball, no strikes.
Seems obvious right here, but this is an important batter because 4 of the next 5 are lefties.
Yeah.
And so you get this one, and then you feel like you might have a chance to settle in.
Lefty-righty matchup to start the inning, and the 1-0 pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Helfrich really struggled against Petrovic today. Flied to right and then looked bad on 3 pitches and striking out last time. 0 for 2 today. Wind and the delivery. There's a strike. It's 2-1. At the knees, outside corner. Petrovic, 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits. They all came in the second inning. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He hit a batter 62 pitches, 43 strikes. 2-1. Helfrich takes it for a second strike. Inside corner.
I think Chase Raylick helped him out there, but we'll take it.
Sun out from behind the clouds, shining brightly again. Sanders trying to put away Helfrich to start the 6th. Here's the pitch. He does. Swung on and missed.
Great diving, breaking ball at the feet right there.
Just 1 step ahead. Helfrich, after Sanders fell behind 2-0, he came back with 3 straight strikes. Outside corner, inside corner, swing and a miss. 1 down for Camden Kozel. Kozel 0 for 2. He's hit it back up the middle twice. He's flied to center and bounced to the pitcher. First pitch, bounced to the right side. Sanders fields. Underhand tosses to Bingaman for the out. 2 down.
He snared that one. I'm glad he did because it wasn't an easy play because he was moving off the mound, and it was hit just hard enough that he had to grab it because if he hadn't, that's a base hit.
So Sanders fields his position well, and there are quickly 2 out in the 6th. And here's Rutenbar. Rutenbar is singled and grounded out. First pitch, little low, 1-0. 5 for 11 on the weekend, Carter Rutenbar. A couple of doubles included. He has scored 1 of the Arkansas runs today. Pitch inside corner and a beauty, 1-1.
Even against that right side for the umpire, down and in. It's been away and from the righties. He's been calling that pitch a strike.
Just under the hands. Rutenbar, lefty hitter, straight up stance, 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2.
He missed that pitch about as far as you're going to miss one, too.
Well, ended up in the dirt, and he chased it right on down there.
I won't mind seeing that one again.
Sanders, shoulder square. Here he goes, his 1-2 pitch. Missed down and away, 2-2.
Threw it, missed the spot a little bit there, but still good spot here, 2-2.
6-3 Auburn, top of the 6th. Sanders to the wind, plants and fires. Got him swinging.
Fastball at 93 for Jackson Sanders.
Went down after it, couldn't catch it. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Sanders retires Arkansas in order in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down. 6-3. Auburn leads it. We head to the bottom of the 6th when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
6-3 Auburn, bottom of the sixth. 6 run on 8 hits. No errors. Tigers have stranded 5, so they could have even more. Arkansas, 3 runs, 3 hits. They were all in the second inning. Razorbacks have stranded just 1 today. And now 9-1-2 due up against Parker Coyle in the 6th. That doesn't look good.
No,
I don't care for that at all.
A couple of little cells moving this way. And we saw Bailey, the grounds crew, talking to a couple umpires there. Started off with a bunt single right here, K. Ballou. Make a move.
There's a drive towards center. New over. He's got it. A line drive hit hard, but Ballou is the first out in the 6th. Tell you what, my guy Jason here is so talented. Meteorologist and coach.
Let's do it.
And analyst.
Got to do it.
And announcer all at once.
They are making a move.
They sure are.
If you're Auburn, you're like,
well, he went 3.
Not many pitches though.
No, you're right.
23. Kind of surprised. They're going to go righty matchup now. The rest of the way, it looks like.
Yeah, back to the top of the order, and Bristol Carter to the plate. And number 14, Mark Brissy, is the new pitcher. Brissy to face Bristol Carter. Brissy against Bristol on the other side of this Pepper Tree pitching change for Arkansas.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
Right-hander Brissy, freshman out of Batesville, Arkansas, Fayetteville High School. 6'3", 250. You got to be 6'3" to be a reliever for these guys. Kind of like Texas, you had to be 6'5", 250 to be a reliever.
Yes.
You got to be at least 6'3" to come out of that Arkansas bullpen.
And you got to throw a really good breaking ball.
Sure. Brissy this year. There he is. 9 appearances, 8 in relief. No record, 1 save, a 6.17 earned run average. 11 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 7 walks, 17 strikeouts. He has hit 3 batters. Teams are batting 190 against Mark Brissy. And in SEC play, 2 appearances and an earned run average of 11.5. 2 1/3 innings in 2 outings. 4 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. SEC teams are batting .364 against Brissy.
He has been all over the place so far in warm-up. Now, the breaking ball has been a pitch that's been for a strike, but he's been pretty loose so far.
You think he's in to face 2 batters?
I do.
Okay.
I think they're going to go righty-lefty as much as they can here to try to keep this thing within striking distance.
The next 2 are Carter and Rembert before the left-handed hitting Freilich. Hey, whether you are planting a tree or tackling a backyard project, and it's the time of the year for those, don't risk a penalty. You need to contact Alabama 811 before you dig. Have them come out, paint those utility lines, underground utilities marked for free. Just visit al811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Bristol Carter.
Yeah, make this guy throw a few pitches, see if he can find his zone.
First pitch, down the middle, strike 1, 94.
Yeah, they're not going to bring in, just like Texas, though, they're not going to bring in guys that can't throw it.
Yep. Sun back behind the clouds again, maybe for a while. Here's the 0-1. Way wild. That was the back side of the left-handed batter's box and all the way to the backstop. 1-1. Again, he's hit 3.
Yeah, I repeat, make him throw you strikes. Don't help him out if you're Bristol Carter.
Bristol has not been patient today. He's 0 for 3. He had looked at 4 pitches before this at bat.
Get a fastball and send it right back up the middle.
1-1 offering. Nope, outside and low, 2-1.
And neither one of those breaking balls have been even remotely close.
No. Bottom of the 6th, 6-3 Auburn. 2-1 to Carter. Low, not close again, 3-1. After that grooved fastball to start the at-bat, he's not been close.
No.
He's been low or away or both. Auburn with a chance for a one-out base runner, 3-1 pitch. There's a called strike at the knees, 3-2.
That was that low and away outside fastball there.
Rembert on deck. Pitch.
No, sir.
Downstairs, low, all the way to the backstop. Not close.
All right, now with a righty on that doesn't look particularly quick to the plate, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bristol Carter running pretty quickly here.
Rembert at the plate, he's 1 for 3. Carter has a stolen base in the series. Helfrich has thrown out a couple of would-be base stealers this weekend.
Usually pretty early. It's been eons since I've seen a team pitch out, but this might be an opportunity.
First pitch to Rembert. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it. Down to second goes Carter. Throw down is, there we go. Throw down is wide of the bag. Carter is safe. It's his 22nd stolen base. He wasted no time.
And a delay steal.
Yeah.
And I think it didn't catch Ryder Helfrich off, but it caught the infielders off guard. They weren't in position to come get field to throw because he's probably out if somebody's waiting. But because he paused, he was able to get there.
So now he's in scoring position. Auburn looking for insurance in the 6th. The 1-0 pitch. All the way to the backstop and back out to the mound nearly.
Again.
Carter easily down to third. A wild pitch.
You got to make this guy throw you strikes.
A walk, a stolen base, and a wild pitch, and Carter's 90 feet away. And he is going to put his dancing shoes on here, I think.
Yes, he will be way down the line right here.
Yeah. Now the infield is in. They don't want to allow another run.
Yep. You're Chris Rembert here. You know fastball, groove middle here, and ride one.
2-0.
No.
Called strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Was off beyond the ones that have been called a strike there. You're still way ahead, though.
So many options here. A soft liner gets the job done. Even a high chopper can get over somebody's head. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a little tapper left side. Here comes Carter. He will score. Throw to first. Rembert is out, but Carter scores the 7th run of the game. It's 7-3 Tigers. RBI ground out for Rembert, his 23rd run driven in. A productive out.
And that is taking advantage of it. You created some of that havoc. You take advantage of the rest of it.
Walk, stolen base, wild pitch, ground out.
Hey, and that's you got it. Look, take advantage of it. Chris Rembert did his job.
That's right.
Ground ball, get him home.
Now Freilich with the bases empty and 2 outs in the 6th. First pitch down and away, ball 1. First lefty that Brissy faces. 7-3 Auburn in the 6th. Carter takes. Ooh, ball inside, 2-0.
Surprised that wasn't a strike.
Yeah, that's been a strike a lot of the day.
All right, 2-0 right here. See if Chase Freilich can do like Bub did. Get something down and in that you can pull, and he's going to provide the velocity. Get good barrel on it.
2-0. Pass ball right down Broadway.
Yeah.
At 95.
Wasn't a
2-1.
pitch to pull there. That's a good take by Chase Freilich. Not going to do a whole lot with that one away.
Auburn has scored in 4 out of the last 5 innings. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a drive. Right center field and deep. Say goodbye to that one. It's over the back 40 deck. Tigers on top 8-3. A solo bomb by Freilich. His 6th home run of the year. Baby, he got all of it.
We were just talking about it. Get a pitch on the inner half that you can handle, and he did, and he mashed that one out of here. That's a couple of really important runs for the Tigers right there. Now 8-3.
Pushes the lead to 5. And Dave Van Horn is out. He waited one batter too long. We wondered, would they leave the righty in
Correct.
to face the lefty?
They did, because he thought, if they get him out, then you got a couple of righties behind him. They rolled the dice. And
401 feet. Off the bat at 107. And you mentioned Brissy will provide the velocity. It was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
That's it. All you got to do is see it in, and he saw that pitch in and got the barrel on it. Out of here.
So the new pitcher for Arkansas is Steele Eves. Eves will make his second appearance on the weekend. Auburn leads it 8-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Razorbacks make another pepper tree pitching change.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Auburn gets a second look at Steele Eves on the weekend, sophomore right-hander. Eves is out of, I don't know how to pronounce this, Jason. Lanoke, L-O-N-O-K-E.
Sounds good.
Lanoke?
Sounds good.
Okay.
We're from the South. That's Lanoke.
That's right. Like, it's Roanoke. So it's
with an L.
Lanoke. There you go. Out of Arkansas. Apologies to anyone from the area who's offended. 6 feet, 210, sophomore right-hander. Eves on the year, 12 appearances. 11 in relief. He was the Tuesday starter at Missouri State. This is his third time throwing in the last 5 days. Went 2/3 of an inning here Thursday night, gave up a hit but no runs. He only threw 11 pitches Friday. He was the second bullpen guy, so after Auburn got to Cole Gibbler, it's interesting, and I guess it's the righty here, but they go to Eves for a second time on the weekend, the right-handed pitcher against Eric Guevara. All right, Guevara 1 for 3, a single, a fly out, a strikeout. Pitch. Low, ball 1. Didn't get the call.
Yeah, Tigers keep going. Like 6th inning, keep going, keep adding.
8 runs, 9 hits. The 1-0. Low, 2-0. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
Going to be throwing another pitch.
The 2-0 fouled at the plate. 2-1.
Yeah, got a good pitch to hit there. Just a little bit out in front of it, 93. But Eric was ready to roll right there.
Multi-hit games for Guevara the first 2 of the series. Another here, and he's got 3 multi-hit games on the weekend. Outfield straightaway, fairly deep, 2-1. Breaking ball low,
down. Good
3-1.
Really good take there.
And now a chance for Guevara to get real picky.
Got a text that it says from somebody who duck hunts in Arkansas. It's pronounced Lonoke.
Lonoke. Okay. We were close. 3-1. Swing and a drive, right center field, base hit. Other way, 3-1. He got a fastball up, and he went up to get it. Hard hit ball to right center. It's a long single for Eric Guevara, and he's got a third multi-hit game on the weekend. So he's at first, and Ethan Bingaman, who has 2 hits already today, comes to the plate. Auburn's 10th hit. Pitch to Bingaman. Breaking ball. Oh, gave him a strike call, 0-1.
Yeah.
Thought it looked a little up, but called strike 1.
See if Bain can extend his arms here and add to the lead.
8-3 Tigers. Arkansas got the lead in the second with 3 runs. Auburn scored 8 unanswered. 0-1 swing and a foul back on a breaking ball, 0-2.
A good cut there. Breaking ball down and away. just off the end of the bat. Now 0-2 got to protect.
Bingaman doesn't get cheated a whole bunch up there.
He does not.
Just such a good-looking ball player.
Get Bub to the plate again right here.
2 outs, 2 strikes. Guevara at first. Pitch to Bingaman. Swing and a fly ball to right center. New is over, so is Stewart. It's Stewart, the right fielder, who puts it away for the 3rd out. Terrell will have to lead off the 7th. Auburn, though, tacks on. They get 2 runs, including a long Chase Fralick home run in the 6th. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We are through 6. Auburn 8, Arkansas 3. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Enjoy baseball and softball season on the Plains with live sports radio. Presented by Alpha Insurance. Auburn Sports Network broadcasts are available with no delay at both Plainsman Park and Jane B. Moore Field. Every grand slam, stolen base, and strikeout. Yours with no delay. Look for the live sports radio kiosk around the ballpark. Live sports radio lets you take the broadcast with you at every football game. Plus, home men's and women's basketball games, baseball, and softball. Live sports radio. Presented by Alpha Insurance.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We move to the 7th inning. Jackson Sanders struck out 2, retired the side in order in the 6th. He's out there now against New, Robinette, and Stewart, 5, 6, and 7 hitters in his 2nd inning of relief work. Got Auburn officials on the field in between innings talking to the umpires, keeping them apprised of the weather. We do know there's rain close by, and it looks like it's approaching. Here's New. First pitch to him, down and in for ball 1.
Just quick work here and get back in the dugout. That would be nice.
Sanders with 11 pitches last inning. New today has walked and struck out. He takes a strike down the middle. 1-1 the count. 8 unanswered for Auburn, and the Tigers have put runs on the board in 4 of the last 5 frames. 1-1 pitch. Hit him. Gosh. Going after that inside corner, he came too far in. Leadoff man on base. The wind whips up. Got those ominous rain clouds off in the distance as Reese Robinette comes to the plate.
All right, with the lefties here, do your damage, Jackson.
5-run lead, 8 runs on 10 hits for Auburn. 3 runs on 3 hits. Pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Love that he didn't go away from that after hitting a batter.
Yep.
So you got to go after the inside corner.
Now throw the sweeping breaking ball here and see if you can get a rollover. Another double play. Take that right now.
Yeah, Tigers have turned 1 today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2.
Good pitch.
Robinette has singled and flied to left. And Auburn goes into the shift now with 2 strikes.
Chris Rembert is almost in the bullpen.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch.
Strike
Called
3.
strike 3 at the knees. Broke over the inside corner. That is some pitching by Jackson Sanders. And the rain begins to fall. And fans scatter. They are headed for higher ground.
No lightning at the moment. As long as the mound and the field say okay,
yeah,
we can play for a little while longer.
Pretty decent rain right now. Steady rainfall. Here's Jack Stewart. Pitch to him. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Started him with a breaking ball. Stewart is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out to short. Rain is falling. Auburn is leading. Arkansas is batting in the top of the 7th inning. Runner on, 1 out. Pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I was going to say somebody snoring.
Ooh.
That was close to that. Yeah, coming down
Rain
a little harder
picks
now.
up, yep.
Mr.
Yep.
Jackson here, just make sure you get a dry baseball. That's the one thing you want to be concerned with here.
1-1. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yep. Make sure that ball is dry. And they see wiping it on his leg.
Yep. That is a soaking rain falling
now. It is.
now.
It's not a extremely heavy rain.
Yeah.
But it is pretty thick.
Big old fat rain. Here's the 1-2. Grounded away at the plate, right side. Still the ball and 2 strikes. Little wind blowing a little bit of it our way.
Yep. Finish right here. Got a new baseball.
Yep.
Throw a breaking ball. Sweeper right here.
1-2 pitch. All the way to the
give him a
backstop.
second.
Runner goes. Throw is into
Wet.
center field.
That's where the wet baseball comes to play. That's where you start to worry about things, and it becomes hard to play if the baseball gets a little wet. That's it.
Yeah.
And when that play takes it, all you need to see.
All right, umpires are going to call everybody off the field. It was a wild pitch all the way to the backstop. It kicked back to Freilich, who had a chance to throw out New at second, but that throw was wild and just 2 guys not able to grip the baseball because of this heavy rain. Grounds crew rolling the tarp out as quickly as they can. Players come out of the Auburn dugout to help them do that, and we will enter a weather delay. With Auburn leading Arkansas 8-3, 1 on, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. And almost exactly 2 hours after this game began late because of weather, we enter into a weather delay at Plainsman Park. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you back to the archive game that we started way back at the beginning, and this is 2018 Auburn, Alabama, Tuscaloosa. The late Rod Bramlett and Andy Burcham on the call. For those on the In the Booth cam on YouTube, we will flip the camera around and show you the field during this weather delay. It's raining hard right now at Plainsman Park. It's a weather delay with Auburn on top 8-3. It's Auburn baseball on the Auburn Sports Network. Now back to 2018 Auburn and Alabama.
Tennessee 7, Alabama, or Texas A&M 4. They're in the top of the 9th now in Knoxville. 5-0 South Carolina has 2-hit LSU into the 8th inning in Columbia. Top of the 6th, Vandy and Missouri tied at 1 in Columbia, Missouri. Same score for Georgia Ole Miss in the top of the 7th in Oxford, 1-1.
Brett Wright, the batter. Runners on the corners. Curveball in the dirt. Blocked by Prater, 1-0.
Arkansas 5, Mississippi State 0. Top of the 6th over in Starkville. And Florida has a 4-0 lead at Kentucky in the top of the 6th. They have blanked Kentucky through 5 innings. That's really good.
Yes. Gators trying to win the series tonight. They won last night big. Generous strike called on the 1-0. Evens it up on Wright. Brent with 3 runs batted in tonight, 1 for 4. A run scored. Of course, Auburn goes to Florida next weekend for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1.
Yeah, Auburn will play a Tuesday night game against a red-hot Samford team at home, and then the next day depart for Gainesville, Florida.
Runners on the corners, 1 out. The 2-1 to Brett. Swings and lines it into left center field. That will fall. It'll send Williams to third. And Brett Wright stops at first with his 4th run batted in of the night. That makes it 16-3 Tigers. RBI single to left center field for the Auburn catcher. And Williams with some aggressive base running gets all the way around to third. And I think we're going to get a pinch runner. We will get a pinch runner for Brett Wright. He'll get the rest of the night off. Cade Evans will run for Wright at first, which means we'll
Right, and I wonder if there's something wrong with Brett Wright as he walks into the Auburn dugout.
Like maybe tweak something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's hope he's nothing serious.
Absolutely.
Mike Rojas will come in to catch, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hopefully everything's okay. Pitch to Edouard Julian, misses high for ball 1. So 3 more across for Auburn in the 7th to extend their lead to 16-3. They've out-hit Alabama now 15-7. Pitch. In for a strike at the belt. Brendan Venter on deck. Julian, a 3-run homer back in the 5th. That one almost hit him. Breaking ball. Prater doing a nice job behind the plate, blocking the pitches in the dirt. He's had to deal with a lot of them tonight. 2-1. High ball 3. And right now, nothing happening in the Alabama bullpen. This is Mason Duke's game. See if he can't get out number 2 and number 3 here in the inning. 3-1 to Edouard. Just missed. And they're loaded. So Julian down to first. Kate Evans goes to second. Williams stays at third. And Brendan Venter, who already has 1 grand slam tonight. It was his first hit of the year with the bases loaded. And it was a grand slam over the left field wall. Will bat again with the bases loaded.
Multiple RBI nights for 4 different Auburn players. Stephen Williams, 3. Brent Wright, 4. Edouard Julian, 3. Brendan Venter, 4.
First pitch to Venter. Swings and hits that one high in the air to right center field. Caught that one off the end of the bat just a little bit. Chandler Taylor will make the catch. Williams tags at third. He will score. Evans trots over to third base as he tags at second. And Julian will stay at first, and Auburn now leads 17-3. And that's now 15 unanswered runs for this Auburn baseball team over the last 2 2/3 innings. A sac fly for Venter and his 5th run batted in.
A 4-run night for Stephen Williams.
That's right. Now here's Judd Ward. Auburn has batted around for the 2nd time tonight. He sends that one in the air foul up the left side.
You know, Butch Thompson in the pregame with you, Rod, just talked about how loose this ball club was in practice last night here. That always doesn't translate, but it certainly appears to have translated tonight.
Yeah, and I think this team, particularly at the plate, 0-1 pitch. Ward bounces it right side into right field. Another run will score. Julian stops at second. It's an RBI for Ward. 2nd hit of the night for Judd. His 6th run batted in of the year. But for a team, this team was putting so much pressure on itself, I think, at the plate. And the fact that they have found a way to have some fun, I think, has helped loosen them up a little bit at the plate. 18-3 the score now. Estes started this inning off with a 1-2 pitch line drive single into center. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch is in the dirt.
Holland has scored 3 times. Williams has scored 4. 2 runs scored for Julian. 2 for Estes. 3 for Jarvis.
And there's a liner to right and caught by Chandler Taylor to end the 7th. But another big inning for Auburn as they score 5 more runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits. No errors. A couple of left. A couple of guys left on base. It's stretch time at Sewell Thomas Stadium. Good news for the visitors. Auburn 6-18, Alabama 3. Well, going to be tough to recap this one in timely fashion. Auburn took the lead early, 1-0, and it looked like we were headed for a pitcher's duel, but Auburn a 2-0 lead going the bottom of the 4th. Alabama, though, against Casey Mize, who got hit by a line drive off his right forearm, but stayed in there. I think he's okay, but he gave up 3 in the bottom of the 4th, and then Auburn, since that point in time, has scored 16 unanswered runs, including a grand slam by Brendan Venter. Auburn leads Alabama 18-3 They've out-hit the Crimson Tide 16-7. Welby Malcheski is out now, and that one is chopped foul, the first pitch of the inning to Matt Malkin.
As expected, the new catcher is Mike Rojas. Mikey Rojas behind the plate for Auburn, replacing Brett Wright.
0-1, fly ball to center. Estes breaking back, still breaking back, reaches up, and it's over his head off the wall. Malkin around second. Will hold up, take a big turn, and then the throw in gets away. Rojas runs it down, and he'll just put it in his pocket, and over to third base goes Malkin. Well, Jarvis that time, I think, was a little surprised to see that Malkin had taken a huge turn at second, and then his throw was a bad one, and nobody was backing up that throw, and that's why it rolled all the way over the Auburn dugout. Runner at third base. Probably a hit and an error.
It'll be a double for Malkin, and then a throwing error on Jarvis.
Here's Kobe Vance. First pitch is way outside for ball one.
And that will get Auburn's bullpen working. That's 3 straight hits now by Alabama against Welby Malcheski.
The Corey Herndon, I believe. 1-0. Bouncer out to second. Run will score. Auburn will gladly give up the run for the out. Jarvis fields and throws to first. And Vance drives in his 16th run of the season to make it 18-4. And here's Joe Breaux. B-R-E-A-U-X. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of singles, runs scored.
Got things started in their 3-run fourth.
And the first pitch hits him. And obviously here, if you're Welby, you just get it across the plate.
Throw strikes.
Yeah, you don't get real cute with it. And that one just slipped on him. It looked like it was an off-speed pitch. So here's Chandler Avant, who is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Malcheski delivers, and there's a fly ball to left center field. Estes over, and he makes a nice play. That's a tough play. Had a long way to go. Got a good jump. If that one gets down, it's probably an extra base hit for Avant. Swinging at the first pitch, 2 outs in the inning. Back to first base goes Breaux. And so now here's Chandler Taylor, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Casey Mize faced Taylor was Casey Mize's last batter that he faced, with runners at first and second and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And he carved him up pretty good. Classic Casey Mize. Chandler Taylor hunting for his 12th home run of the year, swings and misses. First pitch from Malcheski, 0-1 the count. Runner at first, 2 outs in the 7th. Auburn leading 18-4 for Alabama. 0-1 low. Ball and a strike. One lifted in the air to shallow left field. Long run. Ward dives. Oh, what a catch by Ward! Oh, what a play by Judd Ward in left field. He had a country mile to go, and running straight in, dives and makes the basket catch to end the inning. No runs, or 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the 8th. It's Auburn 18, Alabama 4. We got multiple defensive changes for Alabama. We'll get to them here as we go to the top of the 8th. 18-4. Auburn with the lead here in the top of the 8th. They've out-hit Alabama 16-8. For Auburn, it'll be Jarvis, Anthony, and Holland. Actually, Dylan Ingram will bat for Luke Jarvis here. So Ingram will start things off here for the Tigers.
All right, Quinn, let's bring it back in a minute or so.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready to. I'll fade it out.
Ingram trying to find that form, still trying to find that form from last season. Batting just 143, no homers, 7 runs batted in, but still tied for the team lead in on-base percentage with all the walks he's been able to draw. That first pitch is fouled back out of play. Mason Duke winds and fires. And it's a strike at the knees. 0-2. Dylan, one of the leaders on this team, despite the fact that he's had struggles at the plate.
All right, let's bring it back, Quinn.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Out number 1.
Okay, you've been listening to 2018 Auburn at Alabama during a weather delay at Plainsman Park. The tarp is off the field. The sun is back out, and this turf management crew, the grounds crew, has done a really good job handling the drainage. Jason, there was more drainage after they moved the tarp.
Oh, yeah.
Off the tarp in shallow right field. But
correct. I mean, there's still water there. We know it's there. It's just not standing, making sure the dirt's good and make sure the mound's good, everything like that. And so I think they checked with Jackson Sanders, make sure the footing's okay on the mound. They got the tarp down pretty quickly, make sure they don't need to put any drying agent out there. But get dry baseballs and attack right here, 2-2 count, 1 out, runner at second, and
a beautiful rainbow out beyond.
I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to put some quick dry down around the plate and probably, he said, the mound a little bit there, so they'll probably do a little of that touch-up stuff and we'll be ready to go.
Beautiful rainbow. If you look beyond the parking deck, just to behind the War Eagle wall, beautiful rainbow visible now after the rain, a heavy rain. A lot of rain fell in just about 10 minutes.
And that was about as quick a tarp pull on and off, though. The team helps out the grounds crew. They get out there, get going, and, man, they got it done really quickly.
The score, Auburn 8, Arkansas 3. We're in the top of the 7th. And now we'll not forget this time. We'll go ahead and flip the booth camera around.
And we're ready to go.
Yep.
Just that quickly.
All right. Thanks for being patient, hanging with us throughout that weather delay. And now here's Jack Stewart. Two is the count to Stewart as Sanders goes back to work. And he gets a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. And a runner at second. So the play that brought on the delay as the heavy rain was falling, New was at first. Sanders with a wet baseball threw a very wild pitch all the way to the backstop. New went to second. It bounced back to Freilich. He tried to throw to second, and it was very wild. So the umpire said that's enough of this. Now here's Kuhio Aloy. First pitch to him is a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I think once they saw the look, when you can't grip the baseball because of the rain, and look, it's going to get wet. If it touches the grass right now, but you can throw it out, and it was getting wet in between plays.
Sanders not messing around. After the delay, the 0-1. A little bit low, ball and a strike. Against Petrovic, Aloy, an RBI ground out, and he was hit by a pitch. He's still looking for his first hit in the series. Didn't play Thursday. DH back-to-back games for the Razorbacks. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike
Nice.
2.
Great change up there from Jackson Sanders.
Such a different look
you go
from Petrovic to
big
Sanders.
Right hand over the top to lefty 3/4.
Yep.
A lot of movement. Comes back with a change up again right here.
And here is the 1-2 offering from Sanders.
That was it, and that was a really good pitch.
Little in, 2-2. Runner at second, 2 outs. Tigers lead 8-3 in the 7th. Sanders set again, checks second quickly, comes home. Miss low, gets away from Freilich between his legs into the backstop. And New takes third. And the count goes full to Kuhio Aloy.
Yeah, skipped off that ground, which not surprising. You know, you're expecting that to bounce up if you're Freilich, and because of the dirt and the moisture, it just kind of skipped right under the glove.
So now the count's full with 2 outs. Sanders not going to pay New a whole lot of attention at third.
No, it's just finish the batter here is the most important thing.
With a 5-run lead in the 7th inning. Yeah. Needs 7 outs to finish the ball game.
You don't want to give in here. You don't want to groove one. Make a quality pitch.
No, you got to get the out. Here's the payoff pitch.
That's a
called strike 3 outside corner. Got him looking. 3 strikeouts in the inning after Sanders hit New to start it. He strands the Arkansas center fielder at third. No runs, hits, errors, and a man left for Arkansas. 7th inning stretch time. Auburn 8, Arkansas 3. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Auburn trailed 3-0 going to the bottom of the second. 3 runs, 3 hits for Arkansas in that second inning. And instead of hanging their head, that was like the alarm. That was the battle cry, the blowing of the shofar, if you will, for this team who responded in a big way. They've scored in 4 of the last 5 innings. Since then, Auburn has answered with 8 unanswered runs, and Auburn leads at 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And as we do, Cole Gibbler is the pitcher. Second look at Gibbler, sophomore, 6'2", 205, lefty out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Gibbler pitched here Thursday in the opener, and Auburn ate him up. A third of an inning, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 strikeout. They just hit him.
Yeah.
And it started with Bub Terrell, a whistler back up the middle that knocked his hat off.
And who leads off this inning?
Bub Terrell leads off this inning.
Yeah, Gibbler did not throw a ton of strikes himself.
No.
In warm-ups there. If you're Bub, again, find a pitch to hit, make him throw your quality pitch here and drive it again.
Now, Gibbler has been good outside of that here Thursday. 8 outings, and he's used to going 3+. The third of an inning was by far his shortest outing of the year. He'd been going 3+ every time out.
I think that's their hope here.
Yeah.
Try to get him through this.
Lefty to start the 7th, and the first pitch to Terrell. Up and in, ball 1. Auburn wants to see him throw strikes. Terrell homered in his last at bat, a screamer over the right field wall. He's been on base all day. He's been hit, he's walked, and homered. 6 homers now for Bub. Line by Gibbler, the pitch. Way upstairs, a breaking ball that went over the head into the backstop and ricocheted back to Helfrich, and he's going to step out. And
well, with every time the ball touches the ground that you have to replace a baseball, they're going to have to go find some more if he doesn't find neither one of those pitches were even close. If you're Bub here, hey, tee off, a fastball, find one right in the zone.
2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, popped up left side. He took a shot.
He did.
Fouled it away to the left.
I love it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's the aggressive pitch. And you know you're going to get fastball there.
And you've needed to see some power swings by left-handed hitters today, Jason. Freilich has homered. Terrell has homered. Not just hits, but power from these lefties. 2-1 offering. No, it's ball 3 low. Tigers trying to get the leadoff man on base.
Once again here, 3-1 fastball, hunt for something over the inner half.
3-1 pitch from Gibbler. He plants and fires. And there's a pulled ground ball to second. Souza scoops it and throws him out. 1 down.
I like it, though. Hey, that's a better swing. I like that at bat. Probably rolled over an outside fastball a little bit too much there.
So here's Brandon McCrane, and he's had himself a day. A 3-hit afternoon for the redshirt freshman shortstop. 2 singles, a double, and 3 RBIs. He's driven in 4 runs on the weekend. He has 4 hits on the weekend, 4 for 10. Lined in the pitch. Bounced up there, a ball and nothing to McCrane. So he got Terrell, the lefty, and now you get a couple of right-handed bats in the order. In the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on, 1 out. Gibbler deals. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. 1-1. Got some finals, or 1 more final on the Yellowwood scoreboard. First, the 1-1 to McCrane. Low, 2-1 the count. Texas has won the series at South Carolina. Longhorns win today 4-1. South Carolina won the opener. Texas took the next 2. Something they've done a couple of times this year. Kentucky beat Missouri 9-2. That series tied at a game apiece. Georgia swept Mississippi State, winning 8-5 today. 2-1 pitch to McCrane. Called strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Down and in, fastball.
In Norman on the Yellowwood scoreboard, Oklahoma has scored. Alabama leads 3-2. They're in the top of the 7th in the rubber game there. Still to come, LSU at Tennessee, Ole Miss at Florida.
Opposite field approach right here for Brandon McCrane again.
2-2 delivery. Swing and a bouncing ball to short on a couple of hops. It's gloved there by Kozel. And he throws out McCrane for the 2nd out. 2 ground ball outs. And it's Todd Clay's turn. Clay has grounded out, an RBI ground out. He has been hit by a pitch, and he's flied to center field. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Gibbler looks like a different guy today.
He does.
Been more in command. Of course, we don't get rocked by the first pitch right back up the middle. 0-1. Same pitch, same spot, 0-2.
And you also pitch from you know how to pitch from the stretch with a guy on base. That's right. He's a guy that pitches from the stretch anyway, but when there's somebody on base, it changes everything about your approach as a pitcher.
Base is empty, 2 outs in the 7th. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Clay. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Another chance for the shortstop, Kozel. He gloves and throws for the out. 3 ground outs in the inning, and Auburn is retired in order in the 7th. 8-3, Tigers in front. We go to the 8th when we come back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street-legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oplacker Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery, carrying brands such as EasyGo, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
All right, we head to the 8th. It's 8-3 Auburn. 8 unanswered for the Tigers. 9 1-2 hitters for the Razorbacks against Jackson Sanders, who has been really good. He has struck out 5 in 2 innings of work. The only base runner, a hit batter. In fact, Arkansas doesn't have a hit since Turner's 2-run single in the 2nd inning.
And he'll lead this inning off, and Jackson Sanders asked for a little surgery on the mound before this top half of the 8th inning starts, as they a little more quick dry, took off a couple of chunks there, and now we're ready to roll.
Got to tell you about East Alabama Health, Spacious Cancer Center. Our friends at East Alabama Health, and patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. That is one of the reasons why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. Turner 1 for 2. A 2-run single and a double play ball. First pitch, strike 1, inside corner.
Yep, take care of these lefties and let Ryder Helfrich come to the plate with nobody on base.
Got some dark clouds off in the distance beyond center field. They're a good ways away. 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit low, 1-1. Guevara in on the grass, just the edge of the grass at third base. Winner of this game gets back to 500 in the league, 1-1.
Oh.
Strike 2.
A sharp slider there at 82 miles an hour from Jackson Sanders.
Broke right along that inside edge. He is just dominating the inside corner.
Now that one down in the dirt, block it up if you're Chase Fraley, get a swing and miss.
1-2 offering. Just got a piece of it.
Fastball, 91. Handcuffed him. He did just barely got a little aluminum on that one.
How about the command and the confidence of Jackson Sanders? Petrovic got the start. There was a question. I mean, we didn't know this time yesterday.
Which one it was going to be.
Right. 1-2. Struck him out swinging.
Went back to the slider again. Great pitch.
That is 4 straight strikeouts and 6 in the game for Sanders. 9 for Auburn pitching. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Now here's Nolan Souza, the leadoff man. He's 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs and a strikeout. First pitch. Strike on the hands, 0-1. Lefty. That corner, inside corner from Sanders, he's just been devastating.
And it's been there from the umpire, too.
0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
93.
Sanders is in the rocking chair right now.
He has got some velocity going. And obviously with his breaking stuff and with the changeup, when you get to 92, 93, it makes everything play much differently, especially for the left-handers.
Souza back in, the pitch. Line drive back up the middle, base hit. He just reached out and he got the breaking ball.
On an 0-2 pitch, just caught too much of the plate there. Even though it was down, he just flipped his wrist and got a base hit up the middle.
Yep. So a 1-out single for Souza. His first hit in the game, his 3rd of the weekend. He's 3 for 13. And now here is Ryder Helfrich, who hasn't homered yet today. That's a story. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He was the first batter Sanders faced in the 6th. That is Arkansas's first hit since the 2nd inning. We're in the 8th with 1 out. Sanders to Helfrich. A little bit low. 1 ball, no strike.
Good change up there to start the at-bat.
Helfrich's 2-run home run in the 8th last night gave Arkansas the lead. The game where Auburn scored the first 2 runs, and then Arkansas had 3 unanswered. Ground ball to third. Guevara gloves. Looks to first. Makes the throw in time. Eric looked to second. Actually thought about second. But instead made the wiser play to first to get Helfrich, and that is a big league play by Guevara on the third base line.
Yeah, because that ball's hit well, backhand down the line, uncertain about your footing a little bit sometimes, and made the play easy. It was hit so hard that he was able to take a glance at second, but took the sure out. Smart play.
Souza took second. Helfrich retired for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 down, and Kozel the hitter. 0 for 3, couple of ground outs on the day. First pitch, strike 1. Kozel has hit it to the pitcher twice, and he's flied to center.
And Auburn, pretty hefty shift here against Kozel. And again, this is where Bristol Carter is deep into right center field.
The 0-1. Fouled straight back, 0-2.
Probably see Guevara now go to deep short almost and try to give himself more room to cover the left side.
And that's exactly what he does. Maybe a little more toward third.
Kind of in between.
Yeah.
He is.
All right, fans that stayed through the weather delay, getting behind Sanders. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a pitch. Sits him down. Swung on and missed. 7 strikeouts for Sanders. No runs for Arkansas. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Sanders just straight dealing here at Plainsman Park. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 8-3 Auburn. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
8-3 Auburn in front. Another 10-hit game for the Tigers today, and they'll have the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up against Cole Gibbler in the 8th inning after Jason tells you this.
Yes, listen to all things SEC, including live games and SEC this morning. Tune to Sirius XM SEC Radio, channel 374, and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Auburn is back at home Tuesday night. This 8-game homestand continues. Tigers host Jacksonville State at 6 o'clock Tuesday night. We'll have the broadcast at 5:45.
Gamecocks been playing well.
Yeah, they were ranked in the top 25. I think they started their conference 9-0. So that'll be a good game here Tuesday night at Plainsman Park. Another good crowd expected. Here is Cade Ballou. First pitch, bunt, back to the pitcher. Gibbler fields, throws, low, but out. One pitch, 1 out in the
Good idea. Just too much back to the mound there.
Back to the top of the order, Bristol Carter. He walked and scored in the 6th. He saw 6 pitches in the 6th as he drew the walk. In his first 3 at-bats, he saw 4 pitches and was 0 for 3. So it's sort of a one-game snapshot of how being patient pays off.
Absolutely.
For him. Now, he's aggressive. You don't want to take away the aggressiveness, but just as a snapshot, it worked for him today. First pitch to Bristol, shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I like the idea from Cade Ballou there because, like with the wet grass, you want to make somebody feel to make a tough throw, but that one was he had a chance to take his time and make a throw there.
Carter, a couple of ground outs, popped up a bunt attempt. The catcher caught, and then walked, stole a base, scored. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball just a little up.
Yep, good pitch there.
Yep.
1-1 Bristol. Look,
add on strike yesterday.
Yeah, add on right here and see if you can give yourself a couple more insurance runs.
Gibbler off the short wind, plants and deals. Fastball low, 2 balls and a strike to Carter. The walk to Bristol was his 21st of the year. The stolen base was his 22nd. And the run scored was his 33rd.
That's what you want from your leadoff guy.
Yeah.
Scoring runs.
2-1 upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. And now he could take a shot here if he gets something he likes. Bristol's got some power.
He does. He's shown it a couple of times this year.
See what he gets here, 3-1 from Gibbler with 1 out in the 8th.
Looks like he's going to end, too. Turn on one.
The offering. Fly ball.
Just missed it, too. He did have the pitch to drive.
Deep, short, shallow left. Left fielder calls him off at the last moment. Turner came charging in and called off Kozel to make the catch. I mean, he's running, sprinting in from left field.
Yes,
he made
did.
the catch. 2 out.
Kozel was under that ball for probably 5 seconds, too.
Yeah. Now here's Rembert. with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Rembert, an RBI ground out his last time up. He is 1 for 4 today. 4 for 12 on the weekend, 3 RBIs, just a steady performance from the sophomore second baseman. He'd like to cap the weekend with another hit here with 2 outs. Breaking ball, high. 1 ball, no strike.
This one of those moments where you feel like Chris Rembert drives the ball out of the ballpark. It really is. I mean, like, hey, getting through this inning, get a pitch to hammer.
The 1-0 bounced up there. 2 balls, no strikes, especially now.
Yeah, you get a 2-0 pitch. And
looking ahead to the 9th, you're past Helfrich. It's Rutenbar, New, and Robinette, the middle third of the order.
Got a wind end for the first time this weekend.
Here comes the 2-0. Rembert swings and drives one left center field and deep. That ball is back. That ball is down. It one-hops the wall. In the gap in left center, Rembert cruises in with a stand-up double. Rembert's 7th double of the season, his 2nd hit of the game.
I don't know that it gets out anyway, but the wind blowing in probably knocked that ball down just a hair.
Yep.
Good swing right there from Chris Rembert, though.
And it gives Freilich a chance to hit again.
Yeah, you can feel it. It has definitely changed since earlier in the game because we're getting a breeze up here.
Yep, cool breeze blowing our way. Freilich homered his last time. Takes a strike at the knees, 0-1.
A good way to finish this game off is to add another run here.
Yeah. 8 runs, 11 hits for the Tigers today. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Inner half, then outer half.
Yeah, couple of really good pitches there against the lefty-lefty matchup.
Auburn had 13 hits Thursday in the opener. They've added 11 more here in the finale. And here is the 0-2 from Gibbler. Swing and a looper, left center field.
Going to hang up.
Turner playing in anyway, and it sliced back to him, and he made the catch. Inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left for Auburn. We go to the 9th. The Tigers need 3 outs to get the win, and Jackson Sanders, who has been dominant, is headed back out to the mound to try to finish her off. 8-3, Tigers in front. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously, on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Three more outs to claim the series win. Auburn leads Arkansas 8-3. Another impressive showing offensively for the Tigers today. 8 runs on 11 hits, but equally impressive the pitching. Razorbacks got 3 runs on 3 hits in the second against Alex Petrovic. His other 4 innings, and Jackson Sanders 3 innings to this point, spectacular. Outside of that, 3-run, 3-hit second inning, Auburn pitching has allowed 1 hit. As we go to the 9th, middle third of the order, Rutenbar is up. He's 1 for 3. Single, ground out, strikeout, first pitch, strike 1. Sanders masterful so far, 43 pitches now, 30 strikes. 1 hit allowed, no walks, 7 strikeouts. 0-1, high tapper to the mound. Sanders fields, underhand toss, out number 1. One away in the ninth, and Micah New comes to the plate. Auburn is looking for its first series win over Arkansas since 2017. The pitching setup today just as good as Butch Thompson and Everett Tiefert could have hoped for. With 2 starters available, pitch to New, missed the outside corner, 1 ball, no strikes. You had 2 starters available going in. Of course, that was helped by Thursday's opener, 1-0. Just missed the outside corner, 2 balls, no strikes to New. He was hit his last time. He's also walked and scored and struck out. Because Alvarez and Cormier took care of business on Thursday, you went into the weekend with all 3 regular weekend starters available. Marciano went 7 last night, 2-0, strike, 2-1. And so Petrovic and Sanders were both available to go today. You've split a game between 2 productive, dependable starting pitchers. 2-1. Strike, 2 at the knees. Fastball, 91. And Sanders has mowed him down since coming into the game since coming into the game in the 6th. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to the Arkansas center fielder. Swing and a foul tip. He just did get a piece. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Just missed away, and the count is full to New. Robinette waits on deck. Auburn at home for Jack State in the midweek, and then Kentucky is in next weekend. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Backdoor breaking ball. 8 strikeouts for Sanders. And the change from Petrovic to Sanders, the delivery, the stuff, righty-lefty, has completely flummoxed Arkansas here this afternoon. And the last chance for the Razorbacks is Reese Robinette. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Hit up the left side, foul, and it's 0-1. Robinette singled and scored in the 2nd. He's flied to left and struck out. Auburn is an out away from its 2nd conference series win this year. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Now they're a strike away. Crowd comes to its feet. Sanders ahead, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Lined right at McCrae, it's short. He's got it. Tigers win. Jackson Sanders, almost untouchable through the final 4 innings. He finished what Alex Petrovic started. Tigers are dominant in a rubber game victory today at Plainsman Park. Final score, Auburn 8, Arkansas 3. The Tigers take this top 15 series to get back to 500 in SEC play. Auburn wins its 22nd game of the year, 6-6 in the league, and they take some momentum into the rest of the homestand. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all